Right then. Let's just get shit moving. How's that here? Hello. Words and things. Yeah? Okay. Okay, volume's alright. Alright. That's good. Welcome back, I suppose. Let me mute that. So, last week we weren't able to quite do things. There's some busy schedules and things. Hopefully there'll be no interruptions once again. Haven't been yet, so this episode should be a little longer. It should be more eventful. I did not plan out the quest for this. I'm not properly, so I had some other ideas in progress. But just past couple of days I've been out of it. So right then. Oh, I should fix the title there. That's incorrect. It's episode 3. There we go. So, this is the 3rd episode of our game HYSE. You'll pick it up as you go if you don't already know. Let's get into the party with the others. And hopefully they include their audio. This time I'll make sure they remember. By the way, I'm a little tired, so do please be understanding if I seem low energy in any way. Let's see. Okay then. Alrighty then. Okay, boys. This time, let's not fuck it up, please.
Yeah.
For the love of all that is holy, include
I
your
just
party
had a pep
audio.
talk.
Yeah, we did it. We just had a pep talk. We got all the evil things out, and we are
First 2
prepared.
episodes, you know.
Oh,
You see
really?
this
Did the audio in the first one go boop boo too?
We streamed the first one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Not the first one, the first filler episode. Wouldn't able to catch
yeah,
the
I
first
wasn't
one.
there for that. Therefore,
Get
that
it.
is a whole lot of
I'll be right
responsibility.
back, please.
Oh my
Be in
god.
Aww.
He's expecting us.
Everyone
to
just
be
get on here and get ready.
I know.
Yeah.
I need
make
to
sure
get
you
a
have your
character.
skin
Let me go
straight.
get some.
Yeah,
Let me go
right.
get some
I need
Captain
to-
Morgan.
Yeah, I need to go get some.
Hey, my last name is Morgan
I
Riley.
need to go get a cigarette.
Riley. Oh wait.
Hey,
And
Machine gun
pain.
oil.
That's it.
I need to go get a cigarette and pain.
Go watch End of Evangelion again. That'll help.
Need to go get a. Let's see here.
Nah,
Some
bro,
fish
I'll
hooks,
just
I
watch
think.
we're paying on the level of watching literally everything that has ever bad happened to Jesse again.
Maybe. Actually,
Well,
speaking
we
of
can
which,
watch
since I've seen the ending now, have you seen El Camino yet? Because I haven't, and I want to watch it.
I have not seen it yet, no.
Ooh, let us watch, Jack.
Yeah, some
Shall
other
we
time.
move? Yes, Jack,
Jack,
let us watch now.
We gotta
No.
prepare the fish hooks because it's torture dance time.
It is
Indeed.
indeed torture dance time.
Vocal percussion on a whole nother level. Coming
Does
from
Riley
my
know about
mind.
torture dance proper, or?
He's seen these.
Yes. I've seen the
Okay.
clip.
Good.
I'm not aware of its context. I don't know why they are giving Fishhook Eyeman a fun time.
Because he's a cunt.
What stuff can we not say besides the things already stated?
Slurs.
Just
Ah,
just no
that one.
slurs. Just
Keep it clean.
too much for Cameron to handle. Too much for Cameron to handle. Oh god. I hear great rock music echoing through my mic.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Haas is still angry about the meme I made.
What was it?
Do you not remember?
I don't think that, I don't remember, but, Jack, the HRE just made an alliance with France,
Alright.
because I've taken 30 of their cities.
Is Cameron
Okay.
back in the party?
Just met my aunt's mother. So, that was interesting.
Cam back in the party? Hold on. Get him in this bitch.
Stuff one over there and hope there's no interruptions to
Wonder what spray paint
pester
tastes
me
like.
further. Probably like poisonous chemicals, if you
There
know
was-
anything about that.
There was
Okay,
a
make sure
misclick.
your audio is fluid. Make sure your
I
audio is
clicked it
fluid.
immediately. But
This is
what
good.
about chemicals?
Spray paint. I want to know what spray paint tastes like.
Aerosol, and
Paint and spray.
Hi there.
Blue.
Yeah. Spray.
It
and-
It tastes
Tastes
like
like
Jack,
blue.
question.
Or
It
if you're
says number
green,
of free
yeah.
upkeep units. Can it be any type of unit?
No. Not always.
What kinds of units?
It really depends on what that... I'm not 100% sure on how it works, but it depends on what kind of, like, barracks and stuff you have there. And, like, administratively minded generals, I think their units get free upkeep there, but sometimes they don't. I'm not sure exactly how it works.
I'm just gonna fuck
But
with
for the most
audio
part,
here a
just,
little
like,
bit to make
militia
sure
and
things are good.
spearmen units.
Alright, so are we doing a
So
filler, or what is
I
the
think we're
plan?
doing. I think we're because I was gone. We're doing filler, and then we're continuing it into main app.
Yeah, so
Ah.
it should... The session should take up the rest of the night. At
Alright.
least.
It'll be.
It
It
That's
will
fine, I
be
think I might
long.
just say fuck it and go binge once we're done.
At like 1 o'clock? Damn.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I will.
Okay,
Ballsy
If this
boy.
goes
Hoss,
that
could you
long,
say
then
something?
I will just do that. Because
Yeah.
I want to watch that show.
What show is it, Cameron?
Promise
The
Neverland.
Promised Neverland.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
From what I heard,
Cameron, I
it's
wanna
just
say
run-of-the-mill shonen.
Oh, I
All
enjoyed
of
it.
you are... What was
Or
that?
I'm enjoying it. We're just talking about show. I know you were echoing
No,
slightly.
no, no.
let's get started.
Haas said something. Haas is a little quiet. What'd you say?
Something in the background.
Oh yeah, that
The
was
stream.
me. Yeah, that was the stream.
I must become Miriam.
Oh, let me
I'll
throw
give you
I
a
always
second.
have trouble getting
Kick
the
your
accent
voice
to
into
return.
gear.
I can't even like.
You're
Even if I
breaking
tried to parody it.
immersion.
Yeah, even if I tried to parody it, I couldn't. Let's see. Let me throw in some alcoholism and child
It's like-
abuse.
Yeah, there's both of those things in that accent. There's also... I was going for, like, a confused Irish Serbian who also
Canadian?
happens to be...
Confused Irish Serbo-Canadian.
You see, I did not add in the Canadian part.
It's just part of him now.
Confused Irish American Serbo-Canadian.
He says air...
Hey there, bud. Hey there, bud. How you doing there, bud?
Air. Air.
Fuck. Hey there, bud.
Okay, we about ready?
Particles God gives off there, bud.
I presume.
The god particles.
The God particles there, bud.
Everyone here?
Yes. I do suppose. Oogie. Alright, boys. Let's not
Josh, you should give a
drift into
very slight recap.
magic. Right. Last time on or rather you, had gone on a little quest to acquire
That's
a
not
certain piece of technology from a group, a security force manning a convoy to take this from one place to another. You nearly died, most of you.
We had to deal with the Nazi
Um,
occult organization.
You had to fight some well-trained guards,
God.
and again, nearly died. But in your efforts, you acquired some money and you acquired some shit. And speaking of said money,
That's not
did you
break
divvy it up amongst yourselves? Yeah.
Not yet.
Negative.
So, how much did we make last night?
45,000.
45,000.
Last night. This is being streamed a week later.
I
Riley's
silence.
good at words.
I rated them. Okay,
Whoosh,
45,000.
making it English.
So, do we still want to go with do we still want to go
Yes.
with what we had earlier? Okay. Thanks, us.
10, 10,
But
80.
we're not going to divvy it up.
A
We're
lovely
not divvying it
enthusiasm.
up, though, remember? Do you guys not remember what we planned on doing?
No. No clue.
You mean what we planned on doing? Your idea was 10, 10, 80.
No, we're not divvying it up. We're going to spend it on gear and things.
Oh.
Since we don't know if the credits will work anywhere else because they're kind of iffy. They'll definitely work here, so we're gonna go spend it on gear and things here.
I do
Because
remember.
half of us don't have any armor and we're getting shot.
This is quite true. First, we have a man to torture in the brig.
Yeah, we have to
Air.
go have some fun.
First things first, we should probably go ask the polite air captain, if he has any, good secrets, any buyers, if you know what I'm saying.
The fuck?
Unfortunately, we don't know what you're saying there, mate.
Listen here. So we captured a captain hostage.
Yes.
Jewish now?
I'm drifting again with the accent.
Shut the fuck up.
I like the Lord
This is the challenge.
not in one stationary place. That just over time it changes entirely.
E.
So yay,
E meme.
Wick good.
Garum? Heard that's good.
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
Alright, so you take the
From
our
myself, that's
hostage,
bad enough.
you take someone who wants them here, and then profit.
So you want to
Yes.
ransom him off?
Well, of course, there. That's what I mean. But we need to make sure he has a buyer first. Let's go.
Okay, alright, bud, there, okay.
Okay, so I have the big
Is
wrenches
that the
back
AI?
and the big wrenches prepared.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Cameron, the ship
whispers of
captain.
God, Wickscott.
As ship captain, I am delegating you to the torture session. Well, I go get a trap run.
Torture dance.
I can make fire come out of my hands. I should be
And I have a big fucking wrench.
Has a wrench.
Fire hurts worse.
What type of
Last
wrench?
time, he used the big iron. Hey, Cameron's big iron over here to
Is
put
it
all
a
of
higher
the man's.
wrench? Like, what is
He,
it?
No.
he literally no. It's a big old red wrench.
Yeah, it's basically
a
a
big
big
monkey
fucking pipe wrench.
Yeah.
Oh, if only it was a big monkey wrench.
Well, I have those too, but pipe wrenches are
Use a
heavier
monkey
and
wrench then.
more tactical.
Conversation over. Use a monkey wrench on that motherfucker.
No. Those have
no,
bits in,
pipe
no,
wrenches
that,
are
there are
worse.
bits inside.
Listen, Angel, you have no say.
There are there's monkey wrenches have bits
Not an
inside
angel.
them that are important.
You're certainly not physical. You
So,
don't exist here. What are you talking to, Cameron? You fucking madman.
I'm a
Anyway,
I've
He's
seen
off
some
looking
shit.
through the doorway.
Anyway,
seen some shit.
not sailing.
Riley's making.
Fuck.
Riley's,
Pause.
we
Really need to. We need to learn each other's character names. Or me, I guess.
This is,
Yeah,
what the fuck
I guess they should come down here anyway.
Just-
I think
Yeah,
we should all have
yeah.
our. We need 3 for the torture dance. So.
yeah. We need big men on campus.
Like a burning sunshine. Which cell did you put them in there?
There,
Yeah, what?
Did
cell
we
you
decide
put in
that?
there?
the first one.
No.
I was just gonna.
Okay.
Oh lord. Josh, get down here.
Oh lordy.
You were Capitan.
Alright, so we walk in. Homeboy should be awake by now.
Let me tell you once I grab this and press that button.
There's no way
He has,
I
yes.
didn't hit him that hard. Okay, good. Alright, so I walk in and I say, "How's your day, buddy?"
He doesn't say anything to you, he's just staring.
I'm fairly confident he wouldn't have been able to respond as we probably would have duct taped his mouth shut, but I'm not sure about that.
I think we did.
You did.
We did.
Oh, for fuck's sake, hold on.
Aw.
Sorry, God has left the chat.
Yeah. Supreme Reader, the Dungeon Master, has now evacuated at a very inconvenient time, so, fuck. Fuck.
If he doesn't return in 15 minutes, we can go home. It's in the
If
Constitution.
it doesn't return in 15 minutes, I'm off to go watch anime. I must prepare the thonk for the torture.
I seriously had someone. I seriously remember in 7th grade, I was in my math class, and the teacher wasn't showing up. And one of the kids next to me said, "We should be able to go now. It's been 15 minutes. That's our constitutional right."
Did he firmly believe that, or was he going full into that shit post? Oh, God's back.
I don't know.
Anyway, now that the voice
Anyway.
has returned to all of our heads. So, I
Voices, they're there again.
removed the duct tape in a very I removed the duct tape from his face in a very unfortunate manner, and asked him again, "How's your day been?"
Yeah. He's just okay. What he does there, but okay. You see what he does there is just stare at you.
I'm going to rail him in the rib cage with big wrench.
Yeah, he takes the hit and he fucking
Thanks for
spits
putting
out
us
a
in
little
the
bit
watch
of red.
Aaron, don't kill him.
I try to
Hey,
turn
do
back
we
to
have
look at
bamboo?
you. I'm not planning on killing him. I'm just not planning on killing him. However, he doesn't feel like talking, so I'm going to give him the greeting of the silent.
I could burn the bottom of his feet off.
Jesus fucking.
You see, we have to clean that up later.
Yeah. Would you like the
Unfortunately, I
mop
don't
feet
think-
off the floor?
Yeah.
Also,
I
you
mean, he'd
guys
probably
are
just burn
really
it away.
terrible with a hostage. If you want to make use out of him, I shouldn't be telling you this, but typically any people seeking to receive the hostage want a full hostage. You fucking retard.
There will be a full hostage. Unless Hoss gets toasty.
Hey, do we have
I think
bamboo
I
on
can't
board?
get toasty. No more beating him.
No.
Why?
I don't think you understand. The Iraqis have
Why?
taught me some
Because
interesting things about bamboo.
Beating him isn't going to get us anywhere.
No, not me.
Riley, what you're thinking
Not
about is
beating.
extremely time consuming, and we're not planning for keeping him that long.
Okay. Is there anything
come on.
like bamboo in the ship?
Probably not, but it doesn't matter.
Well-
So,
Miriam thinks there is. No, I'm kidding.
The botanist. The bot.
Yeah, basically.
did we get any identification off him? Like, do we know this cunt's name or anything, or do we know fuck all?
No,
Look
you
for
were
dog
fighting
tags.
him and then he just woke up.
I meant when we caught him.
I don't recall you looking for dog tags or anything like that.
I said that I
believe you
searched
patted
him.
him down.
I said
Yeah,
that I
you
searched
patted him down.
Josh.
That's right. Like if you were paying attention, you tard. I just said you patted him down in recollection.
Hey, watch it.
You did not find anything other than the note with his orders.
Neat. Okay, fun games and things.
Kill, loot, return.
No, we can't kill it. We have to return it for money.
I was talking. I hope
Making a Fallout 4 reference.
Jokes that I don't get, unfortunately, because I haven't played that game in a long time. But anyway, so the proceedings are as follows. I'm going. So what's your name there? Will probably make this a lot easier for you. We'll help get you back out of here a lot quicker. As will any further cooperation. And I assume you wouldn't like to lose any more ribs.
He is very clearly not in any kind of condition to be speaking.
Well,
Cannot or will
Augustus, work your magic.
Cannot.
Okay. Hey, step aside and allow Augustus to walk into the room. His
He's
head is
shattered
scraping the
ribs
roof.
and broken his wrists.
What would
He's
you like
probably
me to
trying to maintain the pain and trying to maintain consciousness
Heal him, Mr.
instead
Wizard
of
Man.
talking.
Fix the rib cage. The rib cage, so that his lungs will function.
Yeah, specifically make it so he can talk and not die.
Why don't we just dangle a med pack in front of the rig?
Because bad things happen when we do that. We will get a bad roll and we will lose money.
Hey.
No, think about it, Riley. This is potentially like another 50 grand. I doubt we'll get that much money out of him. We'll probably get something like 10, but even then it's worth it.
Yeah.
You can go take a shit here.
In one of the break rooms.
So Josh, is Augustus's magic effective at a rib fixing?
Did he say he was gonna do something?
I believe he said he was going.
Fix him up, boppity boo.
Right. You try to do some of your healing magic on him, and he seems to be mended to a better state. He seems like he is very clearly still in pain, but he looks like he's not on the verge of losing consciousness.
I repeat, you got a voice there.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Who are you?
We're a band of mercenaries looking to profit off you. How about yourself?
Jack,
Why have you bothered to capture me?
I lost 4 men and killed 607, and it says I lost the battle.
Nice. Anyway,
Josh, what did he say? Repeat, I got, my brain wiped it.
Why have you captured me? And if you just answer that real quick, for some reason, people keep bothering me for things that don't matter.
Hmm.
No, it's not that bad. Respond.
Okay. Do we tell him do we tell him the actual reason, or do we come up with something? I'm curious what y'all think.
Anyway, I'll be back.
I
Okay.
say we say something along the lines of, "Hey, we like money, and you like living.
Yeah.
I think we could work something out here."
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah. How you doing, Riley?
Rating hate comments.
I like to look in your eyes. We're alone. I can look at your eyes even better now.
Story.
From the safety of inside your skull.
Oh, Malphus is gonna have a fun time getting hazed
I'll
once
make your head look like a
he's
saloon
over
door,
here.
baby.
Huh?
If this is something
Oogie
like
again.
it is, we probably should.
Oogie, master! Let's cure the hole!
Alright, boys. Legit. I have a knight. Let's make use of it.
We are. Anyway, so he asked what the fuck we want with him. I'm going to tell him that, well, as I said, we're mercenaries and we like money. And, I do assume you would like to, continue living. So I believe we could work out an arrangement with your superiors. Is that unreasonable?
What makes you think my superiors will negotiate with somebody who worked with the elves?
You see, well, I should not respond for you. Continue.
That's a lot of, you see, that sounds like your problem and not ours.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we have nothing to gain here. Or we have nothing to lose here, as you see, you cost food. And getting rid of you in a timely fashion would be convenient for us. And it would be convenient for you, as you wouldn't be locked up in here anymore, and you'd presumably be somewhere you'd rather be than locked up here with me and my wrench.
If all that's the case, why not just drop me off in the middle of some forest?
Because that won't make us a profit.
Yeah, because you're more useful than that.
Therefore, it's a simple equation. It's either you end up dead, or you end up home, and we have money in our pocket. It's a win-win situation. Or
And
it's a
if
lose-lose
we're
situation.
feeling generous, we may be able to hand over some information on what the elves wanted and where they might be taking it.
See, there's a
all
lot to gain
traitors.
here. Who told you we were on your side in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
You're race traitors.
At the sound of this, you just your Wick start laughing
Yeah.
from somewhere
I
else
would
in the
probably be
vehicle
chuckling
bay.
as well. Just Salem chuckles at this. We're not traitors to anything. We simply seek profit, and unfortunately, we could not find it with you. However, that has changed as we have captured you.
You hear from a
See-
drunken voice in the vehicle bay. We're more traders than traitors.
Well, you see, let me put it to you like this, buddy, Air. We are a delivery company that sometimes partake in illegal practices.
You're not Black Lagoon.
Fuck off right there, Josh.
You're not Crack Ragoon.
See, we are Crack Ragoon, but we're better because we have a spaceship. That was not that funny. Calm the
So you're basically Black Bebop. That's what you're fucking saying?
What?
What?
You see, there's a flaw in your argument. None of us here are African or of the skin color of black.
Yeah.
Why did that come into?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I
You're
said
fucking
Black
Like
Black
Bebop,
Lagoon.
but black. What?
Yeah, but it's a mix
you
between
said Black
Lagoon and
Bebop.
Yeah.
Black Lagoon Bebop. It's real simple. What the fuck?
Ah.
Miriam's gonna go take a break.
Please.
Oh shit.
So, I believe we've made things about as clear as two things. I see we've made us things about as clear as a window. Now, words. Where should we seek your superiors if you feel like cooperating?
You're traitors to our race, our very species. I'd never tell.
Mhm.
Then you get to die very painfully and very
No,
slowly.
no.
It's your choice.
Hey. So, if we're race traders, how about we make it up here, bud? We're plenty willing to accept help from you. See, I don't like no elf, but I don't have any obligations to help you, other than my pockets not feeling as heavy as I'd like them to be.
Finally, the fucking weirdo foreigner from another planet who's dazed and confused still has a fucking brain!
Fuck you.
We can help you.
God.
No prices. And if you promise to give us jobs, you know, throw in a little something extra, you could get off even with that ransom.
Well, if that's so, why should I believe you?
We haven't killed you yet.
Because I love money. And not only do I love money, as Salem just said, we haven't killed you yet. So,
Your accent's
obviously,
changing weirdly, rapidly. That's awful strange.
everybody I can't help it, dear man.
You started at Canadian, you ended off Jamaican.
Hey, man. What only man.
Travel all across North America.
It's very simple, man.
I am the everyman.
Mr. Worldwide.
I am the Jamaican man.
Mr. Worldwide.
Jamaica went crazy, man.
You're Jamaican us crazy, man. All we want to do
You're
is
Jamaican us
walk
hard
it, and
for
you
us,
can
Captain.
help us. Very simple.
Hello. We
Fuck
have
you.
some
Oh, shut up.
what to do.
Yeah.
we need some time.
Yeah, go piss on someone else's parade, bitch boy.
No.
Gus
Anyway.
throws himself out of the women's bathroom.
What?
Oh, well, I gotta go.
What?
Oh shit. Well,
The magic man is
Thought
going
I'd
to do
shut up and
some
just back on
magic.
topic. Let's continue.
Ah,
Oh, Lord.
he baited us. He's a liar and a cheat.
33 minutes in, and one of us is
Seriously,
already.
We said no use of 2 words. 2 words. We've been doing this for 10 minutes and Riley's already used one of them.
We haven't done shit. Oh wait, no, he did say one.
Riley just said.
I
yeah,
did say one.
Yeah, he did.
It was purely automatic.
You know what? Fuck YouTube. Nigger. BitChute's cooler than YouTube.
Fair enough.
You know what? Fucking cool.
Alright.
God damn
won't
it,
be
y'all.
famous
Every
anyway.
single one of you is retarded except me.
What did I do?
I don't care if I'm fucking kicked off YouTube,
What did
dude.
Hoss do?
I exist.
Bosses. Yes.
The same reason he hates me.
You
I
dropped
am
the slur,
never going
Josh
to
dropped the
debate you
slur,
again,
and I'm the
Hoss.
only one capable of making
can just
race-based
cut this
humor
out.
without
I
dropping
didn't
the
drop the
fucking
slur.
slur.
We can just.
I didn't say you did.
We could just cut this out. Why are we making a big
Anyway,
deal?
back to the horse stage.
I'm not gonna cut it out.
Back to the wrench.
Spick, kike, faggot, Jew, fuck it.
Anyway, back at the plot.
Yeah, back at the
Yeah.
plot.
Can we fill the
Talking about
Here,
race
buddy.
traders anyways, come on now.
Yes.
Well,
Anyway.
you see, how you can trust us is the elves trusted us just fine. And we did their job for them. We blindly followed orders and did their job for them just fine. Now, we can show the same trust and enthusiasm with your jobs.
Shh.
Now, in said jobs, we do expect to be financially compensated. You see, the elves are awful businessmen, and we actually got underpaid for our last job. You see, we aren't too happy about that. Now, anyway, we were actually obliged to, you know, join the other side, as we're more interested in your goals than theirs. Plus, you speak our language. other than the universal language, which is money if you don't catch my drift.
Ignore. I'm playing with my knife and I dropped it. There was something very bad almost happened.
Why are you playing with a knife?
Because
There's another reality where you end up stabbing yourself, and
Because
that's
it
way
was
funnier.
about 3 inches away from putting a hole in my pinky toe, thank you very much. I am justified.
Oh dear.
That wasn't that funny. Shut the fuck up.
Is it Cameron? It's funny because it's you.
I'm never gonna fucking understand that.
I think that makes
Oh
it better,
dear
honestly.
lord.
Anyway,
I feel like
I reiterate,
Before
every single
Haas
one of you
flips
is
a tit.
retarded except me.
before Haas flips the tit, let's get back
You're
to
a
it.
bit late. We're talking about the universal language of the cash.
Yeah. Anyway, so how does he respond?
Cash credit.
How does he respond?
He's he's staring at you puzzlingly. He ends up saying, after a brief moment of silence, he ends up saying, "Do you know where the nearest human settlement is?"
No. But
Are
you do,
we
and
in atmosphere?
we could find it quite easily. Air Wixcott!
There was a noise of many bottles
God.
stumbling down the stairs.
Just answer me, you old coot.
Morning, Commander Dipshit.
Are we in atmosphere?
AI, are we in atmosphere?
Ah, Jesus.
No.
I had 3 too many brandies.
I would reckon we're not.
I think
in
it's more than 3, boy.
No, I mean 3 full bottles of brandy.
That's
We must be.
That is
We
a
must be in
much more
orbit of
accurate
a
assumption.
southern solar. Oh no. We're all gaining southern accent.
So we're
basically high
or
already.
just in or just in
damn it.
orbit of the looking glass.
Yeah, I presume we're in orbit over the planet.
No, we're not in orbit. And I say this to our captive.
Okay, so where the fuck are we then?
Floating in space.
Let's head back to orbit.
Yeah, we shouldn't have even left, just to be honest. Like, we never said we were leaving, and we didn't intend on leaving. We intended on doing other things.
Actually, that's quite bullshit. We did leave. I
Indeed.
remember because we wanted to get to fuck off planet for a minute.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So we're
I-
probably
And away from any
floating somewhere
more
nearby.
snaz that we're about to
Opposite.
crawl out of a portal. Anyway,
Yeah. I mean, we didn't
So-
ask if they had portals.
we say that we're not in orbit, but we can be there shortly.
He asks if you know the borders of the world at all.
Not a clue,
Absolutely
matey.
no
But
idea.
guess what? And then I go over and sit next to him on wherever he's sitting and like pat him on the shoulder. And I'm like, hey, but that's what we have you for.
He almost looks like one of the muscles in around his lips twitched for a moment there. Upward. the entire time he's been kind of giving you a cold, dead stare. I almost cut myself like a retard. I'm gonna put my knife down.
All of us just with our knives.
Yeah, we're cool and hip and awesome guys. Look at us. Yeah, we have knives.
What's your character's name again?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't blame you because I'm doing the same thing, but also my character has the most simple name here. Miriam.
Ah, yes.
It's not even that abnormal.
He says if you take him to orbit and take him to the bridge, he will be able to point out a safe location for you to land behind human colonial lines.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Is there a dog?
What?
Yeah, so we could bring him up there?
Yeah, I believe there was in fact a tech dog.
A what?
Keck dog. The
What?
dog. Yakbone, was there a dog? Was your dog intruding? Hence why you said down.
No.
Then what the fuck
What?
did you say down for?
I said down?
What the fuck? What?
Who's
What is
retarded?
going on?
Who's retarded here? Who's the retard? Josh,
You!
I think not.
Yeah, Jack definitely said down. I can watch back the stream.
Okay,
and
I'm not the
find out.
retard. It's everyone else.
Wait.
Goodness.
I think that 3 hours of sleep is catching up with me.
Okay.
No, what? Miriam?
Anyway,
I think it's harder. There's a whole. I think we need to stop
Anyway.
this over. We can pick it back up tomorrow.
Anyway.
It's all...
No. No, Hoss, you
what
can
the
in fact
fuck are you
eat shit.
tweaking about? Anyway, we
don't
take him
We're
up
not
to the
strictly
station.
and
going
you
to
all
the
can't
plot.
do anything without stopping to laugh for 2 minutes.
We have 4
We
hours.
just
I've been begging.
We have 4
Well,
hours.
guess what?
Sorry
Guess
that
what?
we...
The meme-
Hours is 3:30 for me.
You've been saying you've been waking up way late in the day and it hasn't been an issue.
Yes,
Don't know
but
why
I
it
have
became an
stuff
issue
to do
now.
tomorrow.
Thank you for telling us that 30 minutes ago.
I mean, I've been begging you all to just chill and do the stuff, but you all don't seem to listen.
But not allowed. Anyway, let's just continue
Fun is
this.
allowed,
If we have
but-
to leave off early, we can
We've
deal
been
with
doing
it
this for an
Thursday
hour.
Again,
or
We've been
Friday.
doing this for an hour, and
30
we've
minutes.
done nothing but talk. Have one
37
conversation
minutes.
left.
45 minutes technically stream
Uh,
wise.
Hoss,
I
I
did
hate-
have the
I hate to
5
say
minutes
this to you, but when do we not talk during D&D?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with talking. It's
Very
the
social
taking 10 minutes after every single back and forth dialogue to laugh and joke and meme and scream and yell and shout.
Anyway. Wasting more time arguing. We put the mans at the front at the bridge. I kneel them literally right here in the middle of the glass.
Yeah, we're, by the way, he should have at this point been stripped of his weapons, armor, and everything else that
This
was on
happened
his
in
person.
Yeah.
this happened in the truck, and he didn't have any.
I'm going to.
This happened in combat.
I'm going
Ye-
to pull
well, I
Wig's
wasn't
butt
in
and
combat, but-
I'm going to pull Wig's butt and Mary on the side and say, just gonna be honest, I don't trust this.
I honestly don't either.
I
But
don't
it's
trust
probably
this
the best
at all.
chance we have
We
of
are
getting
going
money
to
at
set
this point.
ourselves up. I disagree. We could find other work anywhere else.
Miriam's gonna say back.
We're being really risky by doing this.
Mm.
We're giving him the means to lure us into a trap, handing the means to lure us into a trap.
You make a good point. Miriam, what do you think?
I don't think it's a trap.
Hmm.
Josh would have given some hint. And not only that, but I feel
what you're
like
going
he
for.
understood. And he thinks that we will be able to pay back for what we've done because of our race tradering.
To be fair,
Race
we haven't
treachery.
given him any
That's
reason
just
to
race
suspect
treason.
us, other than
We don't
beating the
even know
fuck
how
out
much
of him.
authority this man has.
Well, whatever it
Probably
was.
not much considering he was the
Yeah, he
captain
was
of
an
a
army
convoy.
officer. And yeah, he was an army officer, and he literally was like, I don't
Granted,
care,
it was
kill
probably-
me. You're not getting shit out of me until
Yeah.
I basically, and until I offer to make it up by doing work for his side.
Which he probably would have ended up doing anyway, but...
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
Power
Unless you guys
negotiation.
think that then you can.
We'll let you keep watch
What
over
do
him
you-
for now.
But remember, we
But
still have
I
a
said-
hostage
He
if it's a trap.
He isn't what I'm worried about.
I know where we land.
We still have a hostage if it's a trap.
It's
And
highly
if he
unlikely
lures
they
us into a
just
trap,
have a
they're
bunch of
not going
troops
to
sitting
care.
and hiding in wait for a just random ship that just so happens to have a captain, a stolen captain
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, and I don't
He
know how
hasn't
we'd
been
be
able to talk to
coordinate.
anybody.
So what argument are you making? That he's an HVT or that he's not an HVT? Because you're floating both directions. If he's an HVT, they're going to be doing something about it.
He isn't an HVT.
Okay, then
High value target.
why are we doing? He's not a valuable hostage. Then he's pointless. If he's not
He
an HVT,
An
then
army
they're just
officer.
going to let him die.
We will get
He's-
something out of him.
He's
Yeah, there
not,
is something
he's
to
He's
definitely,
he's a middle
not-
ground.
Yeah, we
he's
have
the perfect
something
middle
he's
ground
not
where
like-
they're
and
not
it's
going
not
to
hard.
send. They're not going to send the SOG after us, but they're also not going to just laugh if we throw it at them.
They may very well not care.
Then we can just kill
They
him and all of the
may
lost his
very
time.
well not.
Great, we leave then.
Yeah,
I
yeah, if they're
still
not
think
interested,
that
then we
we're
just leave.
We should be doing other things than toying with him. We had things we needed to do before going for more work that we
Well,
still
we
need to
can
do.
we can
We-
get a
we-
job and then go do those things.
Not if that job has time restraints.
Well,
And we
we
don't know
asked
what
for
the
one
job
with
will
no
be.
time restraints. We don't accept it if it has time restraints. Then that's pretty simple.
We're not McDonald's workers. We do
Yeah,
have
getting
the
killed.
ability to choose basically any job.
You know what? Wait, Scott, you're the captain here. Do what you want to do.
I
But
said
if it
from the
comes
moment we
down
go
to
for it,
and-
but if
and
science...
if it comes down to it, I'm dipping.
We should probably grab gear first, though. There's no reason we have to go
Where?
That's what I've been stating.
on the planet.
I'd
What I've
much
been
rather
stating
deal
to
with
me.
him first.
We have a brig. We could lock him in.
Yeah.
Yes, for him to rot continuously. I'd rather sort out my... Okay, and also think about this. We may get free gear if we're able to smooth talk them hard enough.
He's not
That
wrong.
is true. Well, it's a
Hey,
possibility,
guys.
and there's no reason to not try.
It's more
Not
likely
necessarily.
that they'll shoot us on the spot.
We
Not
attack the convoy
necessarily.
for payment.
Not to mention what we're going to. If we're actually going to meet someone who's in charge, or at least in charge enough to give us a job, chances are there's more Spetsnaz with them that we're walking
And?
towards instead of away from.
And
Do you remember
that's
what they
also
did to us
that's
last
very
time when they
unlikely.
couldn't see us half the time?
Hold on,
Now
hold on.
imagine that
That's
in open
also very
combat.
unlikely because Josh said it was an 8 or 9 on the difficulty.
Well,
Correct.
this is also a follow-up
Scale.
on
That
said
doesn't
8 or
change
9.
Yes, this
To
will
be
also
fair.
end up being that. The chance,
That's not entirely true.
it is. We're not guaranteed
Okay.
to run into them, but there's a chance.
Well, there's a chance of
Especially
running
if
into
we're
an 8 or
looking
9
for
with
a
every
similar
job.
Okay. In the entire army, the place we are going to happen to stumble upon will have more Spetsnaz who
We're
happen
not
to be guarding
stumbling
another
upon.
magical orb, who happen to be guarding another magical orb. It would be stumbling upon because this guy would have no fucking clue, like, what exactly would be at that location, because he hasn't had a radio, he hasn't had contact with them. Also, the whole thing about them hating us, it's not like we have a long-standing relationship with these people. We literally just got here, took one job for payment, and then are kindly returning their officer to them and looking for another job. Like, if
taking away a possibly priceless artifact from them. On top of this fact, you misunderstand.
We also
I'm
know
not saying
exactly
that
who we
there's
gave
going
it to
yeah,
and where.
Yeah. There's not. I'm not saying that everywhere we go we're gonna find Spetsnaz. I'm saying if we go to someone of a high ranking for a job on their side, chances are, if this guy has Spetsnaz with him, they'll have Spetsnaz with them.
I think you're misunderstanding what the Spetsnaz
were for. They were guarding a magical object, but they are most likely also to be the type guarding a high-ranking official.
How high-ranking are we going to find on some random town? We're not going to the capital
What kind of job are we? What do you think? Okay, if you're okay,
That's
if
all
we're
up in
going
the air
to
right now.
find-
Yo, we guys
probably-
know that. That's what we're going to go figure out.
We are most likely,
Okay,
in my
I know
opinion,
we're arguing.
to go down.
Just do whatever you're gonna do.
Alright.
I don't care.
Let's... No, okay. Let's
No
go,
one's listening to me anyway.
if no one was listening to you, we wouldn't have tried to talk to you about it. We're gonna go down to the planet and see wherever he wants us to land. But of course, we are going to scout out basically everything on the way there.
Yeah, can this ship do basic scans of areas?
There's
Probably
enough
not.
blue things
What-
I think
Maybe
it
it
should be.
depends.
What kind of basic scans are you talking about? What are you trying
Just
to look for?
large heat signatures, lots of movement, things that signify
Probably not.
stuff like things that signify lots of moving equiment and high activities. It would pick up stuff like larger
Highly
end
unlikely.
military bases and stuff like that.
The
Highly
AI
unlikely.
claims the AI heeds your call and claims that it should be able to figure that sort of stuff out. Yes,
Okay. Well, then we're
some
gonna be
of
doing
it.
that.
Nothing,
Does this thing
nothing
have
special, surface level
On
stuff.
this civilian ship.
Yeah.
This yacht. Why would it have that? I mean, I
Why
guess
does it
Because it
have a
has
brig?
guns.
I don't know
Because it
why.
has
Why
guns.
does it have a
has
brig?
guns.
Why does that?
It
Yeah,
has
it's
guns
question-
on it, so it would likely
is-
have some sort of detection system
Frankly,
to find
I
shit.
Fair enough. No,
I don't
Jack's
think
point,
that-
fair enough.
Anyway, we
Alright.
go down scanning and doing that kind of stuff as we go. Where does he tell us to land?
He tells you to. Okay. So you see in the distance from the ship, not too far from where he's saying to land, that there is in fact some kind of encampment settlement sort of deal. You don't have any details on what's there, who's there, why they're there, or anything like that. Just that there is
Okay.
clearly something over there, and it has a good amount of activity according to the AI.
Okay.
But
Conversation time.
What size are we talking about?
It's like it's like the size of a decently large town.
Okay.
So how about we
Here,
ask Homeboy
can
about
I
this
ask a few?
base?
Ask a few questions first?
On you, Mary.
One, we cannot. I'm just wanting to make sure this. We cannot tell if it is military or civilian, right?
No clear signifier, no.
Okay. Can we see it from
And
the
honestly,
ship?
there might not be a difference on
Like
this world.
visually see it.
You can see some of the town, yeah.
Okay. Does it just look like a normal town?
It looks like it looks like it's seen battle, is what it looks like.
Okay. I turn his head over a little bit and I say, "Do you want us to land there or somewhere else?"
He is clearly pointed to a large open area not too far from town.
Okay. I say, "So who are we gonna meet here? What is here before we land?"
He states that it's one of the nearly frontline settlements for humanity on this world.
Okay. And I'm guessing we will meet here something like your commanding officer?
My commanding officer wouldn't ever bother talking to you, but he does reassure you that there are other people here willing to talk.
Okay. So, that leaves me with one more question. Are you wasting our time, or are we actually going to do business here?
Only one way to find out.
Is that
Can I
his
break a rib
response?
for that?
Yes.
Wait, would you ask him?
Can I
He
break a rib
does
for
make
that?
it clear that it has been some time since he's been here.
Alright. Should we just send it? Should we not? Should we take a more careful approach? What are we doing?
I said we land somewhere outside the city. Move in.
Well, that's the plan.
What are you saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what,
I'm
he's
sorry.
telling us to land us at the city.
I'm sorry. Let me
I'd say we
rephrase
put the
that. I
bullet
said we
in,
land
drop them
somewhat
off the hatch
far.
while still in air and go elsewhere.
Us, hater of money.
No, not Haas, not risker of life.
Why are you a mercenary?
Exactly.
You see,
Back to the church.
there's a difference between risking your life and throwing it away. You gotta balance it. You can't just. You have to evaluate
We're not
something based on risk.
No.
We're
See, we're not
chancing it.
throwing it away. We're shooting threes.
You see, the problem is we don't know what's down there. We get down there and there could be a whole battalion there. We don't
And they're
know.
probably-
They may not.
Yeah,
If there is a
we don't
battalion
know.
there, they may be angry at us.
Okay,
If
number
they are,
one,
they get their
they
captain
have-
back and we leave.
yeah,
Or they shoot us.
and we leave.
Then they don't get their captain back and we leave.
And we. Except that's not how that's going to go.
Not with that attitude.
Yes. No. We can take on a group of a few guys, but not a battalion. You're overestimating what we can
Are
do.
you assuming? You are now assuming that there is just a full battalion sitting at this town.
I will
Which
inform
could
you
very
that
well
it is,
could be. I'm
it
putting
is
it out there that
night.
it could be.
by the way.
It is more. It
Right.
is based on the description he gave that there would be than wouldn't be. Think about it. It's a frontline settlement that has seen battle probably more than once. They're fighting there often. Of course, they're going to have frontline troops there.
We'll do the middle ground. We'll land somewhat far away. Well, somewhat far away. A few miles in a somewhat secluded location. Away from the settlement. Try to land somewhat quietly, and then we'll take the technical the rest of the way.
That's what I was gonna say.
Do you say this aloud?
We would be
no,
kind
I
of-
pull I
Yeah.
pull everyone else aside first and say to them, and then I go back to him. And I say,
Okay.
so, is there any reason you would like us to land there?
The one spot I know is good.
So are you saying that we'll be in danger if we land anywhere else?
No way to tell.
So, danger from your guys or their guys?
Depends on what you look like.
None of us are elves.
It's dark out.
Okay, what if we got... Okay, well,
That's
what
Remember,
do we
simply
need to...
fire randomly into the woods.
Okay. How do
I
we
remember very
look not suspicious?
You land right there.
Okay. Honestly, not a bad argument.
You see, I'm a Tyrian, and I very distinctly recall him saying that I look kind of like an elf. If I could hide my ears, I would probably pass this one, according to Josh. So...
Cameron,
Probably
you
best
are
way-
Yeah, you are
Don't
currently
sit on the gun.
No, you sit on the gun.
Yes, but it's dark out, and I look like an elf, mildly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You said on the
your forehead.
Yeah, sit on the
According,
ship. Yeah.
according to Dreams Reed Geneva Convention.
Okay. It's better to escape with our lives and be banned in this large area and be somewhat wanted than to just lose our lives.
All right then.
Agreed.
Okay, so Josh, are we
hold
just
on.
banned from using ship gun, or do we just suffer the consequences?
Yes.
Why don't you give an actual answer instead of saying both?
Because you're both
I think-
banned.
I think
and
he's
you suffer
saying.
consequences for using it.
I
I
think he's
meant
saying
banned
that
from
in-
doing it in our. I mean, you won't. I mean, you as game master won't let us do it. That's what I meant.
I strongly advise you not to,
Okay.
as a game master.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. I will now get on
Yeah,
the ship gun.
again, if it's our only do it if it's our only option.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I'm a Tyrion.
No.
I'm watching this play out and I love it. I can see you guys
Okay.
staring at each other.
I'll be a good boy.
Augustus, I want you to melt his feet to his hands if he does it.
Okay.
Turn him into a Beyblade.
Okay.
Okay, so we put it down where he wants it, where he wants us to.
I am chilling on the gun,
alright.
wherever the fuck that is.
So we put it down where he wants. What does the area look like?
It is a fairly open field.
Vaguely
It looks
Afghanistan-like.
Great spot.
vaguely Afghanistan-like open field. No,
What is the surroundings of said field?
it is a vaguely open field. This area has a lot of tall grass. You can see in the distance there's some forestry. It's mostly open. There's some hills and things where your landing is more or less flat. You can see the town fairly clearly from here if it were day.
Is there any good barrier defenses just kind of around the area? Good,
Around
decent
town?
hills, rock formations, and hell, even trenches.
No. It's quite hard to see anything like that. You can see that there's clearly rocks and things around, rock formations and things.
We should have searchlights on at least the guns.
Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable.
Okay.
Alright then.
In your immediate area, it seems like it is just an open patch of field.
Alright,
Okay.
let's go ahead and get the technical.
Let's go.
Salem, you're gonna stay here
Are we
on the
making
gun.
the money or leaving the money?
Leaving the money.
If we need
Taking
money, we'll come back.
the money.
I will steal nothing.
There's no stealing, it's group stuff. You
I
can steal
swear
it,
I
it's
heard you mention
partially
something
yours.
about leaving it with me or something. Whatever. I heard things.
Yes, it's being left on the ship, and you're the only one that's going to be on the ship.
Yes.
Also, I am going to give you the keys and the radio.
Okay.
Sorry, and a radio.
That's what I'm saying.
You hear fapping noises the entire time coming from the radio. No. That is
Roll for hookers in the general area.
All for single moms. Yeah.
Odd single moms will want you. Okay.
You has returned.
So we're
Anyway.
going to get into the technical. Once again, how many seats are? It's a crew cab, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's technically, well, I guess you could say 5.
7 years ago.
Four-door
Yeah.
truck with bed.
Gotcha. So let's see.
Bed and gun. Beds and
Augustus, how
guns.
about you sit on the gun? Miriam, you in the back with
I'll
the prisoner,
go-
and I'll be up front driving.
The last person who should be on the gun.
Yeah,
Alright,
Miriam
then.
should be on the gun.
Miriam, your gun. We all get on and begin to lower the ramp and slowly exit the ship.
Okay.
Miriam's
So,
head's probably going to be on a swivel, just kind of
If
looking
anything,
around.
I should be watch the prisoner man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
are.
are.
If anything I don't like,
You
I
are
can
now.
burn his eyes out.
You have taken prisoner man with you, yes?
Yes, he
I
is in
presume.
the back.
In the back seat, I would presume with me.
He's in the back. Right.
In the back.
So you have the old man driving.
Yeah.
Let's hope. Let's
So,
hope you're not
well, I'm
far.
not gonna tell you to do this precisely, but you know,
I don't have
you
cataracts.
you could in fact, Haas, just do a little of the old-fashioned intimidation, aka asking questions like, "Boy, do you know what happens if your eyes boil?"
And actually, I recommend against that course of action. Being nice
Yeah, I'm
to the
just
prisoner
like
might.
presenting it.
Just okay. Just continue. I will do what I'm going to do.
Alright. So, immediate area. We're probably down here by the landing gear of sorts. Just kind of looking around before we head out anywhere. The car is in reverse.
So, you are not terribly far from what seems to be the main road.
Guys,
What?
you know what I just realized?
Yes.
What?
Actually, wait, never mind.
No, tell us.
Wait, did we leave any survivors?
Yes.
Two.
No,
Well,
Two
no,
success.
we, no,
Well,
yeah, no, not two. One. We killed
Including
him.
the
So if you-
including
I
the
mean,
captain
yeah.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Did we not kill the other guy? I'm sorry.
No,
I thought
we
there
killed
was
one
two
of them.
guys that we didn't get to kill.
No.
There were a couple of
He
guys
Jack,
in-
and I.
Oh,
he
yeah,
jumped
no,
me
those-
and
oh,
he
yeah,
filled
no, I
full of bullets,
remember.
and I cut his arm off.
Yeah,
Keep up
I
this
remember
order.
There were
now.
actually
And then
two
off.
guys in the opposite end of the forest.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 3 survivors, including the captain.
Okay. Well, anyway, back to what we're doing.
Alright. Yes, so you said the main road is not... Or, I'm sorry, you said not are looking around. Is there anything within the immediate
It's
area that
just
causes
an open
suspicion?
field.
We're
tall grass.
still looking around. We're down on the ground now. Miriam's on a gun. Like, seriously, is there anything?
It appears to be mostly tall grass.
The grass
And
appears
again,
to be two
there
shades
is-
darker than it should be.
Okay, that's it. Demons.
It's crazy. It's almost like exactly what I said.
And again, you are aware that the main road leading to town isn't terribly far from you. The prisoner tells you that the town's name is Eklund.
Excellent. Alright. Well, we are going to head on to said main road. And we are going to continue towards the city. Do we see anything on our way? Anything interesting?
Yes. On your way, a very quickly thrown together blockade shows up. There are a good few armed men. They are at the ready on the road, not too far from you. The fellow says, "Can you see what they look like?"
Our prisoner, or
Yes.
Yes, our prisoner.
Going to yell
Well,
to Miriam, what
yeah,
do they
yeah.
look like?
Yeah, Miriam's gonna try his hardest to see what they look like.
Miriam can see that they look like some set of some weird blend of militiamen, clearly well-accustomed soldiers, and they look human enough.
Okay. I look down at them and I say, looks like a blend of militiamen and regular soldiers. They're humans.
Does he have any reaction to this?
He doesn't seem surprised or anything.
Alright. We are going to continue towards the blockade and then come to a smooth stop.
one of
Just so you
them,
know, guys, I'm setting up a
he looks like some kind of
thingy.
leader to these men. He approaches. He has a rather old-looking gun, but it's the reliable kind.
I'm going to.
Cup.
What'd you say?
He
I think
said,
he was coughing up a
no,
lung.
he said, and I quote, Kalashnikov.
The fellow holds up his hand, and he's, again, clearly some kind of leader to these men. He has some sort of uniform on. He approaches you with his weapon at the ready. And he gets up to the car door, and the other men still behind the blockade are still aiming their weapons at you.
Can I do something
the
before
fellow-
he gets to the car door? I'm sorry.
Sure.
Yeah. Scott's actually going to get out of the vehicle and begin walking towards him.
Oh
Do you know
boy.
anything
Okay.
about police?
You know what happens when you
I'm-
approach the police?
I am not black. Well, in this case, Elvis. Anyway, I'm going to go approach the man. How does he respond to this?
Hey, they don't know you're paying.
Keep in mind, I do have my plate carrier. I do not have my rifle on me. There is a pistol at my holster, and a knife somewhere
Big
near
iron
that
on
as
his
well.
hip.
There is a big iron
on his
fat on my hip.
The fellow gets within 6 feet of you. He seems to be wearing some kind of facial wear.
Social distancing, I see.
No, he gets within a few feet of you. There's still enough distance, clearly, for him to pull his gun up a bit more and pull the trigger if he needs to.
Taliban.
He asks you to state your name.
Gaming Wick Scott. Here from the
Rami and Wachi.
glory ship the Ranger.
He says, "Where are you from?"
Me personally, I had too many Cosmos tonight. Just certainly not from here.
He says, "Who do you have with you? How many of them?"
Sorry, I kind of can't keep count of all those, but I do have to say it looks like you get a nice weapon there.
He asks again,
Okay.
"How many do you have with you?"
Miriam's gonna shout from the gun and say, "Hey, friend there. My name's Miriam. We got a ghost. Isn't that right there? You're talking to right there is Whisper. Oh, when we got one of your own. You see, we've come here to return them to you, and we want a job."
That might have been important to mention. We're mercenaries and look of work.
He doesn't really facially react much. He says, "It's fine and dandy and all, but do any of you have pointed ears?"
No.
If
All
you'd
of
like,
us
you
here are
can check
human.
them, but no.
Although our boy
We're
back on
fully
the
human.
ship, he is a Terran. He has a pale skin and he looks a bit like an elf, but he's not.
Yeah, he's
Fine.
just weird.
He asks all of you if you have any headwear to remove it, so that they can clearly see your ears.
Wick Scott removes his cap and bows a little bit.
Roll for toppling over from drunkenness.
Roll
Uh,
that is fully within
you
character.
you successfully managed to stay standing.
A victory for the entire Wick Scott family.
All right. So You see that another technical sort of piece of machinery comes driving down the road from the town, and the boys with the blockade move it out of the way. And it seems to be the case that the leader fellow here wants you to follow that vehicle.
Alright, well, we seat ourselves within the car, and while I'm doing this, I'm just going to look around at this little barricade here. Did they have anything that sticks out?
As in...
Unusual, I don't know, giant radar dish, huge machine gun, interesting flag we haven't seen before. Who knows, stuff like that. Stuff like that.
No, nothing really. You can see that the ones that do have uniforms have a patch with the same symbol that is on the prisoners' patch.
Okay. Now you said some of them do not have uniforms. What is the overall armament of this group? Would you say somewhat very well armored, crappily armored, mix and match?
Quite mixed, yeah.
Okay. So, what is the best troop in here? Are we running into the same sort of deal that we ran into at the convoy, or is this just more the standard troopment?
These seem to be, well, at least these men seem to be, battle-hardened, and, probably not of, equivalent initial training to the fellow you have in the vehicle with you.
Men and women in Forgotten Wars. And what about the militia? Do they seem just as battle-hardened? A little bit less, maybe?
They've seen fights.
Alright then. And again, on that weaponry,
by the way,
militia...
as you approach the town, you can see very clearly that there is more and more smoke that comes into clear view to the moonlight.
Alright. Do we hear any gunfire, explosions, etc.?
No, nothing at all, really.
Alright.
As a matter of fact, there's kind of an eerie silence to the place.
Okay. I'm gonna look around for mines.
Okay, I'm going to just establish this real quick. I will be using blue concrete for ourself and friendly parties. I will be using orange concrete for enemies, and I will be using gray for neutral parties.
Neutral.
Why orange and not red?
Because orange looks better when it comes to, like, we made our ship out of red concrete.
Yeah, that's true.
It just,
And
in
so
my
this
opinion,
is just the ship. It's the marker. Also, yeah, sorry if I'm being a little bit Jewish about all the context and everything, guys. Just want to make sure I'm not going to skip over
it's
information.
fine because last time we made that mistake.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we were going to
It
continue.
also
Braining some questions, we decided that he would tell us if we needed to know something.
I don't think we ever actually came across that.
Anyway,
Regardless, yeah, we are going to continue into the town following the lead vehicle.
Okay. Well, you get closer and closer to town, and you can see that the same symbol is on banners and flags, torn and in good condition in many places. You can see that there are a lot of bombed out homes and businesses and things. There are civilians here, but all of them are carrying around some sort of weapon or another. You can see down some roads there's large piles of what doesn't seem to look like anything else but bodies.
Can I tell if they are elvish or human?
Not
From a distance.
really.
Alright. Yeah, we are just going to continue down. Uh, Wexcut is going to be keeping his eyes as much as possible on the roads themselves, looking out for shit like IUDs and crap. We are basically in Afghanistan, so.
Well, you continue down the road, and as you go, eventually, you come upon what seems to be what was a city hall. There's definitely a building still there. It's just highly modified and damaged.
I assume
Much of the rest of the town.
I assume the position is somewhat of a hub for the soldiers in command of this region.
Yeah, there are definitely vehicles moving about more in this area than you saw moving into town. This seems to be the hub indeed.
Alright. Has the car stopped yet, or are we just passing by this? The lead car.
You're driving a bit into it. Around the main city hall structure, in what clearly used to be some kind of monumental courtyard per se. I'm forgetting my words, but you know, large open space.
Plaza.
This place has been plaza. Thank you. This place has been converted into a large camp for multiple military purposes and otherwise. There are actually market stands here and things. It's just, you know, everybody here is quite silent.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Anyway.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Literally.
That's not really possible because.
Anyway, yeah, we are going to.
Worst people ever.
We're actually going to, or I assume, what's the lead car doing now? Is it kind of stopping inside of the camp? Is it still going by? Okay. First one, correct?
The first vehicle? Yeah.
Sorry. It stopped, right? In the camp?
Yes.
Okay. And I can assume that, well, actually, are we within, is our vehicle within said camp yet? Like, are we in the heart of it?
No, not the heart. But you're in the camp, sort of.
Okay. Well, then we are very much going to stop the car, and I'm going to bring Augustus with me out of the vehicle, and we are also going to bring the prisoner in. Huh?
We were told to follow the other.
Yeah, the truck stopped, Toss.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry, am I wrong with Josh?
No, you're not.
Oh, okay. Well, then just give me a second.
Nah, it just drove into a bunch of fucking
yeah,
a
just
bunch
kept
of
going.
stands and things. It just
They
fucking
killed
killed
tons
everybody.
of soldiers. Yeah. I'll be
Yeah.
right back, guys.
Get you.
I'm making the camp right now, by the way.
Hey.
If you could not tell.
Nah. This must be something else.
Entirely. You know,
Has to be.
this totally not obvious Capitol-looking building in this large and fenced area.
Must be something else.
He said it was damaged, but he put a hole in the fence.
Yeah, could you do that for me? I'm just trying to get a framework
By
out.
the way, who put this TNT cannon out here?
Me.
What?
Oh.
Where?
Just a random TNT cannon. I think that
Which version
model
of the
still
Ranger is
functions.
the original?
The one that I'm inside of?
This one? Yeah. The one closer to the spawn. Absolutely nobody was kung fu fighting, which is almost just as impossible as saying everybody was.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Shit.
Alright, I am back.
Yeah.
Boy.
So yeah, we are going to continue into Lake Camp. Or sorry, no, actually we are there, correct? So we are going to yeah, we are going to get out of the vehicle. I'm going to urge Augustus and the prisoner to come with. Assuming they have gotten out of their vehicle at this point, actually. I should bring that up.
Yes, the fellows in the vehicle you were following are starting to step out.
Well, we will step out around the same time as them.
Alright. So, you step out and you see that there is some degree of activity here, in terms of people walking around. It is night, but again, like I just said, there's still a degree of activity. You can hear screams and groans of people in the medical area of this large camp. In this sort of marketplace-ish region of it, there is there are people at the stands. They're just not really standing at them. They're more sitting with their weapons just at their seats and things. The people here seem quite demoralized.
I can't think of a reason why that might be.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably demons. Anyway, are the people in the front car just kind of sitting there? Are they going any place, or are they just kind of standing?
They are. Well, one of them walks over to you and says that if you need to talk to somebody, you might want to try going for the command center, and he points to the large building.
Alright. I'm going to,
These men mostly disperse, actually.
I see. Well, first of all, while we were driving in, did we notice anything that looks like like an open civilian weapon shop, maybe? In order to buy ammunition and food, or ammunition and weaponry, or are those just kind of wiped out?
Bonsai!
You did, in about the middle of the town when you were driving
Huh?
to here, you did see that in the shopping center there, actually most things had something to do with military stuff.
Hmm.
Riley,
See.
Riley, hey. Come here. Bonsai!
No.
Pause.
Bad.
Stop messing around.
Dude, why did Josh tell you to do that?
No.
The fuck is going on?
He may,
A little hole
he
in
may
the
have
copy
given
of the
me the
Ranger.
idea.
Well, it's the copy, so it doesn't matter.
It kinda does, because the point of having a copy
Is to
was...
We'll just
But
make
also
another.
did-
We'll just that.
Now we
and
need to make
just
another
make
one?
another. Yeah, we can just.
No,
It's-
I'm not making
It's-
another. We're
it's-
gonna repair. Haas, you are going to personally repair this, and we're not going to do any more until you fix it.
Or we could just, or you could swap in the fact that we could just make a copy.
No.
yes,
yeah,
there might
actually,
be
it's
two
definitely
while we
parts.
continue.
Yeah,
Or we
that's
can
a lot
do
of
something
not
that
just
works
that-
while we continue.
Yeah, just patch it real quick.
I'm working on it. Y'all won't
Yeah,
shut up.
it's definitely not worth. It's definitely not worth copying. It is a whole, but yeah, definitely not worth copying.
I'm proud of my aim.
Fired
That
at
was
point
great.
blank range.
And I
These
hit.
things are wildly inaccurate.
And that.
It wasn't going to go into the fucking star
kidding.
systems. Well, you know.
It's
Well,
objective.
yes, it.
Alright. I'll say that. No, yeah, you're right. You were able to hit at a pretty good angle. Though I'm annoyed at you.
I fixed
Yes.
it. Like a real genius.
Probably the greatest patch I've ever seen. Anyway. Yeah. So the men basically disperse.
It's hard
this-
for me to screw it up. Have you seen the ship?
oh, um,
Not exactly a lot to it.
I would disagree, but okay. Yeah, so we're just going to kind of head over to this command structure building. On the way, is there anything, anyone watching us? Maybe would probably be a big red flag. Anyone who seems out of place here, too armed.
Nobody seems to be concerned with anything but what they're doing.
Okay. Is there anyone doing drugs?
Not apparently.
Alright. Yeah, we are going to continue on to the command building. This should be... Miriam, actually, would you like to come?
Yes.
Alright. Come along.
Miriam helps Augustus with the prisoner, actually, and we should probably untie him and all that.
Disagree.
Leave him tied for now.
But we don't. But Matt. Aww.
He
But
could just
He could still be getting set up.
There's nothing that says this is not a major setup.
We take him hostage again. Him being tied up doesn't make anything better or worse. Well, he
Big
could
Rich
make it
isn't there.
worse, but
Could also
But-
make
but
it better.
that doesn't change the fact that his hand and fingers are all broken.
Untie him.
Oh, that's true.
We'll
Fair
walk
enough.
him over normally.
And he still isn't exactly feeling the best.
Yeah, we are going to walk over to Lay Command building. I assume there will probably be soldiers guarding.
Yes and no. Soldiers guarding. It's not as though they're undisciplined, it's more like they're just
They're
completely exhausted.
Uh-huh. They're at the end of their shift for the day, that's for sure. Are they going to stop us just walking in?
Well, one of them looks over at you and he goes to lift his gun and he just kinda doesn't. He walks over to you and says, "What are you here for?"
Oh, I thought he was like laying down and he couldn't even get the strength to aim his rifle at me. We were sent here by some of your soldiers. We're here to negotiate some terms as mercenaries to your higher ups.
He says, "Alright, go on in."
We go in. Is there anything again of note? I don't know, a big giant scary laser, Dr. Evil himself sitting in a chair.
Yeah, actually, down a hallway you see that there is, Mecha Washington chilling on his fucking throne.
Alright, we're going to be completely unbothered by Mecha Washington. And go down to wherever we would assume the commander of this post to be. That or until someone stops
there
us.
there are a few people wandering about in here. Some of them look well, some of them are unarmed. They look more like some sort of administrators. There are definitely more people in here with uniforms than outside.
I assume these people are still somewhat the civilian administration. So things to point to that.
Some of them.
All right. Do any of them have? Again, are we still hitting higher levels of Nazi Spetsnaz in here, or is this just still the entire demoralized regiment?
Probably wouldn't be able to tell. Again, these guys are in varying
Does anyone
qualities of
look like they
uniform.
can stand up?
Well, all of them are doing things. It's just they're all kind of down.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, we are going to follow into Command La Center. Do we see anyone who seems more important than the rest, giving orders, sitting in a big chair, etc., etc.?
There are a pair of fellows. One of them is in a very, well, nice-ish officer's uniform, and the other is clearly some kind of politician, though he is walking around with a weapon, a fucking words, a pistol in a holster on his belt.
A big iron on his hip.
The the officer is much the same. It's just it looks better in that it's more professional.
I see. We will go up to this officer, and I'm going to introduce myself as Captain Gamian Wexcott of the Ranger.
You said the military officer?
Yes.
You approach the fellow as he is looking over the shoulder of one of the uniformed administrators. They're on some kind of computer, doing whatever they're doing. You approach the fellow, and he looks over at you for a second. He sizes you up, and then he just kind of looks back down at the at what the other fellow's doing, and he says, "What do you need?"
We have some terms, if you may be interested. We have someone here who we know from experience is quite capable in combat.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
Did we actually ever get this guy's name?
Yeah, his name doesn't really fucking matter. Not yet.
Sorry,
You
sorry,
can
what
make it matter.
Discount.
I was talking about the prisoner, yeah.
Yeah, that's
we-
what I mean.
Okay. Yeah, you see, sir, we have here, what,
Don't. No. Just say we have a captain or something, one of your officers, and we're looking for work or something along those lines. Don't say anything about his name. Don't ask for his name, because if this officer knows what he was assigned to and what happened, that may set them off.
alright. I was, okay. We
Okay,
have here
hold
an
on.
officer of yours.
Yeah, just say.
You know, Marion,
say-
would you like to? Would you like to? I don't mind.
If you don't want to, I can take it over, that's fine.
It's not what I mean necessarily, but okay. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna say to him, we have here an officer that seems to be from your military, and we are currently looking for work. It seems your position may not be in the greatest of times, and we happen to be a band of somewhat capable mercenaries. Of course, we expect compensation for our services, but we can still help out.
The prisoner isn't really saying anything. You have him binded, yes?
No.
No. Okay.
We hadn't tied him at all.
Right. So, the officer fellow, he says, "Yeah, I thought as much. So, what do you want exactly?" Very precise.
Work. A job.
You want?
Nothing
Yeah.
less.
You say jump.
Well, stay
we'll
here
say
till
how high.
tomorrow, and you'll have plenty.
Alright,
Of what nature?
What do you think?
We're all
Shooting
very
animals,
experienced in combat.
and destroying babies. What I mean, I could guess a few things.
Down
What,
defense.
what exactly?
This position seems to be continually being battered by the enemy. I think it's not irrational to think that he wants us to help defend the city.
Yes. But how exactly?
He looks down at the administrator and says, "Good work," in almost that exact tone. And he looks over to you, and he says, "You have well, first he gets a little bit closer to the officer and says, "So you've decided on this?" Hmm?" The officer says, "Yes, sir." And he says, "All right. Well, you fellas can leave him here. You'll have work in the morning."
Of what nature?
He again says, "What do you think?"
I'd like it if you'd just tell me instead of beating around the bush.
Cost is gonna cause a kerfuffle.
Do you
No,
not
Are there
see
any
the
banks
town?
I
to rob?
would ask the same question.
Are there any what?
I was joking. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he was joking. I say so. I say so. Elven Tower Defense, then.
Do you say it like that?
Yes.
He says, jokes.
But accurate, am
Sure.
I wrong?
He just said sure.
I don't like
This guy
this.
reminds me of Mike. I mean, I like it just fine.
Can you
I
give us
say how.
specifics?
Okay. How's the pay?
Yeah, that's what I was about to get to.
He says, "Shave off their ears, and I'll tell you later."
We should probably try to
Yes,
negotiate terms after we've probably saved
I
the rest.
disagree. We should negotiate
You know
terms
what?
first and manipulate them later if need be.
This guy's okay. We are trying to put leverage on someone who obviously cares not for anything we do here. If we stay here, work for them, we will actually get the leverage to get good pay. At this moment, this guy doesn't want anything to do with us and is only just kind of hoping probably we'll die in the next attack so he doesn't have to pay us. I think we need to prove our worth to this guy before we can start asking for information and numbers. This is not a stone we'll be able to crack, unfortunately. It's time we leave
Yeah,
and just prepare for the battle.
I ask him. So, is there any local stores where we can buy weaponry, guns, ammunition, body armor?
He says,
Sword?
"Just about the whole town. You can barter around. Don't
Okay.
bet too much on it. You should be able to find something, though. Might be a waste of time for tomorrow."
Worth checking.
Going to contact Salem on the radio and ask him to, well actually, that's another thing. Did these guys seem alright with us moving our ship, should I ask? I think it's better if we have the ship legitimately in the city now.
Do you ask that, you said?
Yeah. Can we move a
Okay.
medium-sized ship into this region? But small,
The
actually,
officer
another
says,
thing.
The officer says, "How big's the ship?"
I would know the exact
About y'all
meterage,
sized.
but...
It's like- I think
70.
it's like 70
or
meters.
It's 67. It's 67 meters long. I know that much. I don't know its width.
Okay.
But yeah, I just imagine you know. the
Just
width.
67-meter long ship.
Decent size for a mercenary, I guess. He says, it's probably best for your interests that you just keep it away,
Fair enough.
unless you intend to stay here.
So the ship doesn't get fuckled.
It's
But
probably in
I'm,
a different location as is.
but I'm going to inform Salem that he is indeed going to have to make the trek. And yeah, we are going
Actually,
And
to
I
bring
think
some
I'd-
money.
and bring some
He
money.
should bring all of the money. Leaving it on the ship by itself is probably not a good idea.
Okay, bring all the money. We yell in the open command center of tired, probably willing to desert soldiers. We're gonna walk out and say that on the radio.
You hear no reaction.
I was
From Salem
Never mind.
or the people in the camp?
The people in the camp.
I was about to say,
trying-
Uh,
did Salem
it's
die?
It's a
Cameron
Salem
here.
is Cameron?
Yes, I am here.
But,
I don't know.
but yeah, it was true that you heard
if,
no
if
reaction.
we didn't get a
from him, so-
response from Salem, I would have got some Quill the Ugnaught vibes.
What?
I wonder if anyone's gonna catch that reference.
What language did you just
Unfortunately
speak?
not.
Excuse
Will
me?
No, I think Cameron got it. Right?
Hey, going,
Cameron,
going.
No, the word that
Like,
you spewed
what?
was so fucking confusing that I found it amusing.
Oh,
God damn, I fucking hate it when I
Y'all
run.
don't know what I'm
The
talking
word you
about,
just
do you?
spewed was so abusing, I found it amusing.
Quill? You don't know who Quill the Ugnaught is?
No,
Oh,
no fucking
Yes, never seen a white rapper before.
sad.
Continue, I will be back in, like, just a few minutes.
Alright, Marion goes brain dead while we walk out of the command center. And we are going to get back
Not
and
I
good.
should
reset.
barter around once Cameron arrives.
Yeah, walk
I
my
know that.
happy ass over there.
We're not gonna stay here. I don't want to stay here. We're going to move somewhere near a weapon shop and start looking while he's on his way. Or hell, maybe
Salem,
even send you
If
to
we
go
don't, we
pick him
don't
up.
have money, that's why we need to wait on him. Or I could go pick him
yeah.
up, that would work too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jesus,
so I
guys,
grab the
chill out.
cash and lock up the ship and begin walking.
Okay, I'm gonna drive to get Cameron. And
Alright,
come back.
and Wickscut is going to go ahead and look around the town for for said ordering areas, or that gun store, or what looked like a gun store we saw earlier.
It wasn't. It was just a superstore that had been morphed into a militarized-looking shop.
Is that what he said?
That means there's guns there.
I'm willing to go to a Kentucky Walmart, but yeah. Josh, you there?
Uh-huh.
Yes, we
Anyway,
head to
so-
Kentucky
so-
Walmart.
I go to get Cameron. We come back with the money, and arrive wherever Riley is.
Hold on first. Yeah, while they're out, I'm going to be looking around the area. Is there anything of note?
There's
no
just
else.
a lot
I know
of,
I know I keep saying that,
Yeah,
but I hope you
there's
should
no else.
understand at this point the things that
yeah,
would be.
I get it. It's all good. No. In terms of anything of note, again, it's mostly just people wandering about. A lot of them seem like they're up to something, but they're going different directions. They're just doing their thing mostly.
Up to something.
Almost all of them are armed.
He means
In
they're
what
doing
way are
something, Riley, as in taking action. To do something, some sort of task. He doesn't mean
okay.
they're out looking all vandalous like they're gonna break a law.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, up to something is a little bit of an interesting term. It can mean many things, and we have to be very specific. All right.
Stop. That's loud. Alright, what do we find
Yeah, what?
in Louisiana Walmart?
Yeah. What do we find
See in a
in?
Walmart.
Well, we have to change the southern
uh,
state every time we bring it up.
Well, in this Tennessee Walmart, you see, you see that there's, well, yeah, just it's basically a little bit of a smaller, I don't know how to describe it, war-hardened Walmart per se.
It's the fucking Portland Walmart.
Yeah, it's the Portland Walmart.
Actually, they don't have Walmarts. They have Bi-Marts.
Portland Bi-Mart.
Walmart.
It's the
Alright.
Portland Open
What-
Borders
we,
Mart.
we enter, what do we find inside?
There is very few shoppers. It's more or less a handful of people wandering about. A lot of people seem to be grabbing sets of ammunition, and they are not trading currency at the counter.
What are they trading?
What are they
instead?
trading
Bullets,
in?
cigarettes?
It's bags of well, you can't really see what it is. All you can see is that whenever they trade these bags, the guy at the counter opens them to confirm.
Odds on to
see.
souvenirs.
And I want my scalps.
Josh, will you confirm or deny?
Well, we'd have to go up
check.
and look. Yeah,
Yeah,
Cameron, I
can go
dubbed that
ask the
duty to
guy.
you.
The Salem saunters up to a nearest man. Says, "Hey, what are y'all been using as currency around here? Because I don't see anyone trading in dollars."
The fellow
Yeah, we
looks at
spend
you
this
and
on dollars.
he looks at your face and he looks he examines your face and he says,
It's obvious.
I
It's
hope
obvious.
you aren't some kind of I hope you aren't some kind of weird elf.
I'm a Tyrian,
He says-
so take that as you will.
Yeah. He says, right, I'll take it. He says, well, how do you do? Welcome.
Doing all right, looking
you
for
need?
supply.
The Arkansas Walmart.
But back to my question. What are y'all trading in? Because I haven't seen much money. I've seen bags of something.
here?
And,
Guess I haven't seen your face.
New here.
yes.
He says it's elven ears.
Ah. I see. That's unfortunate. We haven't
I
been
do
able to collect
take
many of
I
them.
do take credits and whatnot, but that's the currency of this town.
Alright, there's nothing wrong with this. However, we have credits. We have not been in here long enough to collect any of that. Collect any of the local treasures.
Are we really gonna start
but,
collecting elven ears?
Yes.
It means we don't have to spend credits. Glad
When in
that's true.
Rome.
I'm glad I was able to
Anyway.
do that. Alright then.
Anyway.
So I asked him if he has any plate carriers and such. Plate carriers and body armor.
Carriers and body armor. We've got the carriers, but the actual plates are out of stock.
Unfortunate. Will you
How
be
much
getting new
the-
stock anytime
How
soon?
much are the carriers?
New stock? Well, it depends on convoy rating at the moment.
Interesting.
See, Central
Okay.
Command in this region isn't really there too much anymore. They provide a little bit of food.
Mm.
Interesting.
Alright then. Well,
Yeah, how much for the carriers?
Uh,
And are the
around
carriers
about 10
Kevlar?
years.
Kevlar carriers?
Yeah.
How much in credits?
Well, let me think. It's been a long time since I've traded in credits. But they still
I
fetch you
understand.
something around here. I'll say I'll give it around 500.
Pretty good price.
Interesting.
it's only worth 5 bullets. It's not too
Do you
bad.
have any military-looking outfits with no insignia?
Unmarked
Nope.
gear. Well,
Nothing
patches
with
can
no
be
insignia.
moved rather easily.
Yeah,
Are they just
everything we
patches?
got here in stock is marked by law.
Alright.
Yeah, we can just remove patches though. Like,
Is it just like a patch that's attached, or?
Oh no, it's sewn in.
yep, that's easy to remove. Once again, Kniga knife,
No,
cut it off.
No, I don't think
Not
you
really.
understand what Josh is saying here is that they are
Oh,
just
if it's-
part
it's
of
like
it.
It's
embroidered on.
embroidered. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you would
yeah,
have
that's
to
a
literally
kerfuffle.
cut off part of the Kevlar
Yeah.
in order to get rid of these, unfortunately.
Uh,
Which really
we just
sucks.
Fucking. Well, it appears we'll have
Okay.
black roundels
Do you
now.
how about any? Do you have any like darker colored jackets and pants?
He points down a certain way. He says, "Over there we got some leg wear, yeah.
And boots?
Boots. Pretty sure we should still have a pretty good stock on boots this time around, actually.
How about weapons? What do you got guns wise?
Guns wise, well, most of it's used. but we got stock.
All right.
I like my guns like I like my women black and used.
I'd like a plate carrier, and I'm going to find myself a pair of better looking boots, a pair of darker colored pants, and a darker colored jacket.
I'm going to have order me myself a plate carrier.
Hold on, Cameron.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
going
just
to bring it up to the. I'm going to bring it up to the counter and ask him how much for all of this. 500 for the plate carrier. What about the rest?
What kind of pants you pick?
Just a pair of pants that are a darker color. Probably cargo pants of some sort.
They're assless chaps.
Yeah, cause
Roll for
yeah, you could have got you could have got some like jeans or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, probably something like cargo pants if there were any.
You basically like cargo dickies or something, probably most likely. Them shit's good.
Do they have assless chaps?
No, it's not in stock.
Oh, by the way,
They actually, yeah, they do not have assless chaps in stock.
Yeah, they trade in L gears here, but they'll take
But this guy
credits.
accepts credits.
Also, other news that you missed. They have plate carriers here, Kevlar plate carriers, but they don't have any
But no
plates for them. Anyway, Josh, how much would I got?
How much would that cost? Just any old pair of boots then.
The dark pair of jacket, probably a better, at least one of the better looking pairs of boots they have like condition wise, and a pair of darker colored cargo pants and a plate carrier.
Okay. He says in credits that comes out something like he looks at it for a minute, he's thinking about it, and he says give or take 1,500.
Alright. So,
Right,
sorry.
I'm gonna look to whoever's holding the credits and basically hold my hand out as in hand me the briefcase.
Yeah, I'll hand him the briefcase here. Let's order everything. Figure out everything we want.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it individually.
Currently,
So Josh
Okay.
keeps tally. Yeah. So get
So,
another plate carrier.
Hold on. So Josh, this is going to sound very weird, but there's a plan to it. I assume there's some forms of food, maybe even ingredients, kind of just around this area.
Sorta, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing really
Do they
nice.
have cornstarch?
They do have some cornstarch.
Riley's
Perfect, how much?
Enough. I
Oh,
don't
no.
have an
That's
exact store stock for every single item.
I'm going to need an I'm going to need an amount
No.
of cornstarch.
Riley, bullets are cheap, so are elven lives. Come on, just shoot them in the head.
Elven lives don't matter.
You don't understand. I'm helping you guys out. Cornstarch.
You don't understand. You are going to get us killed. They will shoot
I don't
us
think
for
you-
faking elf ears. They will see
I
it
don't
as
think-
traitoring.
I don't think you know what I'm doing here, Cameron, do you?
What are you doing then? Explain.
I'm
Prove me wrong.
not going to reveal it, but it is not making fake elfish ears. It's just
He's
basically
probably-
solving.
He's gonna make alcohol of some sort, I would presume.
No, I'm not. I am making
No,
something out of it,
well,
but
To do with cornstarch.
I know what he's gonna do.
what am I gonna
Explain
do?
then, so I can call him retarded, or so I know when to call
See,
him
we don't
retarded or
have
not.
plates for our plate carriers.
The fuck is
And I'm
corn?
going to make oobleck a non-Newtonian fluid, which is liquid and yet hardens at impact, which they are currently making into body armor. Although it won't be incredibly proficient, it means flexibility, somewhat lightweight, and will still work at a pretty good rate.
So
Also
we're going
really
to fill.
cheap.
So we're going to fill our plate carriers with fucking Greek yogurt.
No,
No.
it's more like
No.
Jello.
Oobleck
hardens.
is like, okay, you know,
I know
you
what
know, like
oobleck
the
is. I know what
Okay.
it is.
I'm making
Yeah,
oobleck
imagine-
to put in your plates.
yeah. Imagine a reinforced version of that.
Okay.
I'm going to ask the guy, do you have any random, like, scrap metal laying around?
Oh boy.
Scrap.
Yeah, scrap metal. Yeah, scrap metal.
I don't deal in scrap.
Anywhere around here, you know of?
I look at his guns and I go wander over to his guns and begin assessing the quality. How shit are they?
Uh, most of them are used.
Sam
They
Gilbert.
look like they're fine.
Well, I'd be able to do. I am gunsmith. Would be able to assess quality to a pretty good degree. I pick one up.
They're all used. They look like they're fine.
All right.
Josh.
None
like I
of them
said,
have like their barrels
where-
shot out.
Is there anywhere around here that he knows of that I could get scrap?
Cameron was talking.
He says,
It's
I
fine.
was
the only
talking when
scrap
Cameron
he knew
started
was
talking.
shot the other day, so, no.
Oh, unfortunate.
I'm surprised Jack was able to know what I was making.
Yeah, Riley. Just out of curiosity, why was it a problem that I said something while Cameron was talking, but when Cameron started talking while
My bit was done. My bit was basically done anyway. I don't feel like starting bullshit. Just
It doesn't matter. No, I thought
Me was
Cameron was
trying
still
to
talking.
I was trying to be a cunt. I was gonna try and be a cunt to the storesman and they make a mild joke about sewer pipe gun, but
Oh, okay.
the guns were of sufficient quality for that joke to not make sense.
Alright.
The guns were not in fact garbage rods.
Something I will say about the guns, though, some of them seem, not by human design.
Anyway, so I can't get scrap around here. Before I let anyone else move on to clothes, what kind of guns does he have here?
Lots of handguns, certain amount of rifles.
I'm looking for rifles.
Yeah. Lots of handguns, certain amount of rifles, SMGs and things. Nothing big, but, yeah, he has a neat little
Did I
stack of
find a
rifles.
main battle rifle here?
Ah, you have chosen the route
Like
of
an
the
assault
foul.
rifle?
Remind.
Oh, sorry, what'd you say there, Hoff?
Could I find an assault rifle here anywhere?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Any good condition?
You actually spot one in specific that looks like it's quite nice.
Hmm.
Compared
I'm
to
gonna ask
the
Cameron
others,
if it looks
it's still a used weapon.
Alright, I look it up and down. What's it look like?
It's looking like it needs some cleaning, but,
Alright.
no, yeah, it's fine.
The barrel is not in fact a sewer pipe. This is
Okay.
good news.
So,
I give it the stamp of approval.
Okay. What caliber is it? What type of weapon is it? Energy, ballistic, plasma.
Cameron
Yeah, maybe
identifies it as
Do you want me to
a
just
ballistic weapon.
Alright.
It
What
is
kind of round?
it is the equivalent of 5.56.
Okay.
Just gonna give him a
Um,
Galil.
I'm going to ask him how much for it.
You go up to the guy. You say how much for this gun. He says he sizes it up. He says oh, I've been seeing that gun around a good few times. Let's say, for that one about 700.
Okay, and ammo?
Typically they come with their own ammo. Mercs. No?
I don't think we have that caliber. Guns
Does
chambered
anyone
in.
here have a gun of that caliber? Do we have ammo?
Yeah,
Like-
and
Oh,
and
Jack has 5.56.
Miriam.
I see.
No, I don't. And Miriam pops in and says, "Airmen can't do nothing if we're running low."
Unfortunately, my rifle takes a 7.62 NATO. So, you're shit out of luck.
So it's
Cameron,
700 for
something
that.
heretical you notice about the elven guns is that they have an engraving for their caliber, or their intended caliber, and it is always in centimeters.
Okay, so 700.
So
Are
it's
there any energy rifles
.076.
around?
God. Fuck you,
So was that
Josh.
Are there any energy rifles around?
There's a few.
Are they
Hoss,
in
could
any
you
sort of
speak
good
a little
condition?
louder in any way?
Yeah, I can try.
You can
I
turn
might
up his
be far
volume
away
in the
from my
party.
mouth. And there's
That's
that.
true.
Are
Okay,
there
that's
any
better.
weapons there that are energy-based rifles and don't look to be particularly crap?
You spot out an odd one of the odd-looking guns here. It is an energy weapon, and it looks
Okay.
weirdly eloquent. You can tell by the arrogance put into its design that it is an elven weapon.
Mm.
I love the way you talk about these like that. That's so funny.
I walk up. I walk up to Augustus, uh, grab the gun, and put it back in the rack. With the just
love
looking
how
down.
God in this
Are there
world
any-
is
I
racist.
basically take the gun out of his hand,
Are
put
there-
it back in
yeah,
the rack, and tell him no.
Are there any, Josh, that are energy-based, look in okay condition to good condition, and aren't elven?
Yeah, there is one gun, and it looks all right. It is an energy weapon. You can clearly see that.
Okay,
It looks like it's some kind of human design.
I'm going to ask Cameron to examine once more.
All right. It wouldn't. As I get a look. I look it up. I look it down. It seems pretty good to me. But energy weapons are not my specifics, so it wouldn't. I would not. It would
Cameron,
not
you
be the same.
you look at this weapon actually,
All right.
and
Oh, do I
you
notice
notice it has some strange engravings on it. Like the elven weapon, it also includes its intended caliber equivalent. It is in millimeters. It is a
So it's
very
copper?
weird-looking gun to you.
All right. So, well,
It is
Do I-
of
get packed with pretty
dwarven
power,
design. You
like-
recognize. You've seen Google images of dwarven guns before. It looks just like.
all
Does
right.
it
So
look
I
to be,
ask.
uh,
Hold on.
Oh,
Give
okay.
me 1 second. No. So I walk up to the shopkeep, ask him, hey, would you mind if I field strip this? Just take a look at it.
He says, sure, if you do it in front of me.
All right. And I leave it on the table. I field strip it, and does it look fucking? Am I able to identify it as dwarf gun?
For the most part, yeah, there's a couple of manufactured parts that are clearly from other countries.
Alright,
Human
well,
countries, I mean. But
that's-
it
if you
is
were,
primarily a dwarven weapon.
If you
Right,
were to
but that's-
convert it to a caliber that a normal bullet would be, per se, what would be? Would you say its ballistic equivalent?
What is the diameter of the laser?
What's its bang?
Kind of, but yeah, I want to know the bang for my
So-
buck.
Cameron, you, in taking this weapon apart, recognize that, in being a dwarven weapon, this thing is meant to punch a little bit more.
Okay,
Um,
so let's see here. Trash can of calibers. What do I decree? I say V is fucking roundabout fucking 9 millimeters. It'd actually be a pretty good diameter for considering this is a rifle.
It would probably be no. It would probably be a little bigger.
No, Hoss. 50 cal is
Hold on,
12.7. 50 cal is 12.7. 357 is 9 mil. Most rifles are chambered in 7. Most rifles are chambered for 7 millimeter to roundabout to 5 millimeter. So this is bigger than average. At least for like fucking.
Okay.
For a rifle round.
You know what, fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and remember that he
And it's a
was just
lizard.
talking. Yeah, and just
Yeah.
remember he was just talking
And it's a
diameter and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
I was,
that's
armor
I was
and
like, wait a
speed
minute
is
now.
an effector.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a chunk. It's
and
this thing.
I'm
packs.
sure laser is probably good at pinning.
Yeah, this
Yep,
thing packs
conventional
like
armor, they're very good.
Anyway,
In fact, if the elves come at us with lasers, that oobleck might not work very well.
Well, the plate
Actually, the
carriers wouldn't do much
Oobleck-
better.
Actually, the
Actually,
Oobleck
yeah.
would probably do better than Kevlar or metal.
Maybe I don't know how it. I don't know
Anyway,
how it
sort
would
of
look like
I'm
being
looking
heated
for
up.
armor.
I'm going
What
to
happens when you
present
heat up
it to,
Oobleck? Do any of you know?
I have no idea. But I'm going to present that gun to him instead and say, how much for this one? And ammo or batteries
well,
or whatever
once
it is
Cameron
they take.
puts it back together,
Yeah,
he says,
unfield strip it.
once
Put it back together.
once Cameron pieces it back together, you ask for, something in the ammo, yes?
Price
Wants to know the
and
price with ammo.
Price.
Mm.
The fella at the counter says, "Ooh, this one's a good one. This one's probably about 1,500 on its own."
Let me just jump in here for a second. If you were to shoot Oobleck's body armor with a laser rifle, it would harden as it does with ballistic weapons, but it would not go back to non-Newtonian fluid. It would just be that hard now, and it gets quite hard.
Wait. Hold on. I need to know how Oobleck works.
You know about non-Newtonian.
Heating it up would probably dry up all the moisture from said Oobleck, thus heating it. Non-Newtonian fluids work in the way that they are essentially liquid until something, and they will continue to be.
Yeah, but there's no mass in the laser beam, so it's not getting hit. So there's nothing
But
smacking it. It's just melting. It's just being heated.
It's being heated though. That's the thing, and the heat takes the
Yeah, so
moisture
the
out of
water
it, turning
would
it into
probably
its.
evaporate
So
it,
basically,
so it would
it would stop it. So it would stop it for the first round.
It would stop
More-
one hit in
yeah.
that area, and the next hit through.
Yeah, it would evaporate the
definitely
water,
shatter
turning it into
Yeah.
Depending
So,
on what is
there's that.
Oobleck made out of, give me the basic rundown real quick.
Cornstarch, water.
Okay, so basically the water would evaporate and it would turn into fucking cornstarch.
Into a cornstarch-like fluid. I think there's something else in there.
If there's no water in it, it's
Probably
not
like-
become a fluid, but whatever else is in, yeah, you have to figure out what else is
I
in there
remember
before I
this
can,
one non-Newtonian fluid
Anyway.
that
Um.
is powder until it moves.
Okay. So with ammo and the gun and my clothing and plate carrier, I'm at 3K,
3K.
and I'm gonna chill at that point.
Alright. And nab myself the plate carrier.
I'm
Oh,
going
when
to
it
buy.
comes to the ammunition, by the way, it comes with rechargeable, or a rechargeable battery pack. The guy at the stand offers a second one, but it'll cost you.
How much? And does he have more than just
Oh.
the second one?
You're not gonna want like more than 3. One will probably last you for like
The
average
3
combat.
was what I was.
Okay.
Just
The
in case,
second
you know?
pack.
Yeah.
The second pack, he says, will cost you around about 200.
Okay. Can I get a third or no? If not, that's fine.
He says third's too much, yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
So
so we're
Haas
at
is
Yep. Thank you.
okay. Very good. Simple. Alright, so yeah. How much cornstarch is this man willing to give me?
Give me an amount that you want.
Computer.
I'm going to have to do some research for this.
Hold on, I'm whipping out the computer.
Thank
Can
you.
we
My
just-
phone's about to
Could
die.
we, could we just say enough
Can I-
to make
can
How
I-
do you
plates?
spell that?
Yeah. Can I just enough to make a few plates, and I will. I'll say that's like
Okay.
at maximum
Does
probably
anybody
1,000.
else have any ideas for what they want to shop for?
I do have other ideas.
Well, yeah, everybody has
Riley,
other things that
put-
they want
put-
to shop for.
Put together what you want exactly, just so it's convenient. Jack, do you have an
Okay,
idea
well-
of what you want? You've been awful silent, anyways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know what I want.
I want to go weapon hunting for a second. So first of all, what is this store? Does it have any grenades, any throwables, by chance? I'm specifically looking for more smoke grenades, but anything like that will also be good.
smokes are out of stock.
Frags?
Well in stock actually.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Well in stock.
Okay. How much for one?
How much for one? You said?
Yeah, just a singular nade.
just for one. Says, since we're in good stock, probably no more than 30.
Really? Huh, okay. Well then I'm going to I'm gonna put 3 on the table and say it's round about 100. Yeah, should be around there. Yeah, okay. I don't want them to upcharge me for getting more of them. Also, is there anything that's like a flashbang, maybe? Concussion grenade, tacticals.
Yeah, a lot of the special stuff's out of stock.
That's okay. Well, then I'm going to buy 3 nades. That brings our total up to 3,300. And I'm also going to go looking in the weapons section for some long-range rifles. Something I can comfortably remove a hat from a few yards away with.
So he wants an
Long-range
M14
rifles, you say?
EBR.
Something maybe a little bit more maybe that. Yeah, I'm bringing Salem with me.
Okay.
I want to be able to do marksman things if I need to do marksman things is really it.
Okay, so he's looking for a marksman rifle.
Something in somewhat good condition if possible. Josh?
Alright, so while we look around, what do we
Alright.
see?
Hey, by the way,
Well,
chances are if you do find rifles like that and it's being used by the military, it'd probably be something like a 338 Lapua or a 308 or a 300 Blackout.
300 blackout
Okay.
is not much for a long range ammunition. I do not believe it's only good up to like 600-ish yard. Or it's not that long range and it
Well,
designed for
Riley said a
subsonic
few
use.
hundred. He didn't say he was trying to shoot a mile away.
Yeah, just in general 300 black is not a long range
So,
weapon, not a
Riley,
long range round.
You spot a
600
very
rounds is long range,
interesting
or 600 yards.
looking
Hold on.
human-designed gun. It looks like this universe's equivalent to a Barrett.
Oh?
Marksman rifle, anti-material
Shut up,
rifle.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, your shoulders are not going to be able to handle that.
I can take it more
Listen,
active.
old man.
Yeah, I'm going to grab.
How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
I'm going to
Okay,
grab
Karen, you
you
said
by I'm going to grab him by the shoulders and tell him, "No, you cannot handle the big boy toys, old man. That thing produces more foot-pounds of recoil than you weigh."
But what if we have to kill someone? And we don't want to get close to him?
Cameron, you could just
Anti-material
gesture to
rifles.
any of the other rifles around.
Yeah, I gesture to any of the other marksman rifles around that wouldn't retreat, that aren't cannons.
Is there anything else that's not Josh?
You become a little bit fixated on the Barrett, but you're looking around. There's other stuff here.
Okay.
A little bit of other stuff.
Even if it's somewhat bad quality, I have a weaponsmith with me, I guess, so it can probably be changed with a few replacement parts. Yeah. Well, then again, I don't know if we're going to be using this right now. I just want one. So yeah. Anything else that's a little bit more like a? Cameron put it best. Mark 14.
Dragon, like a fucking Dragonov or a Mark 14 or something, or well, SVD.
SVT.
SVD, the successor of the Dragonov.
There are some Soviet-style snippers.
Right.
Okay. Do they have price tags on them at all, or would I have to go pull them up?
Nothing here has a price tag.
All right. What's one of the more better looking weapons? Can you give me any sort of specifics, or?
Again, you're still a little fixated on the Barrett, but
Salem
you're looking
looks,
about-
what does he see?
Salem takes a look at that same gun I just mentioned before. It looks like a quality weapon, even in comparison to some of the other weapons here.
The not.
The Barrett.
Is this the Barrett or the not, or a not Barrett?
The not Barrett.
Then that's
Caliber is
good.
the not Barrett.
Cameron, upon examination, you notice something strange about this Dragonov that has been picked up. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's something off about this gun. It looks like it's of fine enough quality, but there's something weird about this gun.
All right, I bring it up to a homeboy and I say, "Hey, there's something's nicking at me with this one. I like the field strip this one as well. Something about it's caught me eye."
He looks at you and he looks at the weapon, and he looks at you and he looks at the weapon and he says, "Yeah, go ahead."
Okay, am I holding a Barrett?
Upon closer examination, you notice that this clearly Dragonov weapon has the bolt of the Barrett.
Hold on, Josh.
You hadn't noticed before, but
Wait.
you noticed something was off about this gun.
Hold on, so Josh. So you're saying that there's. So hold on, no, let me.
say a little bit close to me.
No, hold on. Shh. Let me. So Josh, what you're saying is that this Dragonov, which is chambered for 7.62,
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
51, I think. Something like I actually don't know offhand what the Dragonov
59.
chambered. Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
59,
It's chambered
and then I
for
think
whatever. It's chambered for 7. It's chambered for 7.62, and it's got. So it would have to be. So in order for this to work feasibly, it would have to be missing its dust cover, and it's got the bolt of a Barrett just kind of hanging around where the. Okay, I'm going to ask him what the fuck. I'm going to ask him why this is here.
He says, apparently it worked until the guy got shot.
It works.
Apparently.
Hold on,
It
Josh, I'm
calls.
going to direct you to... Hold on, let me direct you to something real quick. I'm going to direct you to some knowledge.
Say a little bit close to me.
This legitimately works?
You haven't tested it, and you probably aren't allowed to test it here. But
I would recommend that you put it back and find something else.
Yeah, I'm going to very
Calls.
carefully put it back and look for something else.
okay.
You realize
Do we
that the
find-
Barrett is magical, correct? We need to get the Barrett.
Hold on, I consult the friendly canteen. What does it say?
It says go fuck yourself.
It's a friendly canteen, it can't do that.
It says it in a very nice way, though. It says it
Okay,
like a
hold on.
friend would, you know, like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
No, it just says go have sex with yourself.
Oh, there is AK Daddy.
You
Hold
deserve
on.
it.
Videos. Where the fuck is the update on the AK-50? Share. Copy link.
Cameron,
Josh,
Cameron,
Josh,
this
I'm
weapon
delivering
calls to me.
content.
This weapon calls to me. If Josh says
I
I'll
have
deal
the
with the
context.
I'll deal with the AK-50 in a second. Here, Josh, that's AK. Here, go look through that and find the image of the AK-50's trunnion, which is basically the rear, which is basically the bit that the bolt slams into when it's finishes going backwards and it's time for it to go forwards now. But anyway, so do we find anything that isn't chambered in 50? That is
How hard
good.
are you going to try to look for this? You're very specifically looking for something that isn't chambered in 50, yes?
Yes.
What kind of
this-
effort you
there's-
putting into that? You gonna check guns in the store? What are you
It's
talking?
it's fairly easy to tell whether something's chambered for 50 BMG or not.
Well, Cameron, you gotta realize, I think you're a little confused because you didn't notice that the bolt for that gun was a Barrett's bolt.
I'm going to
Wait.
stare at the Barrett, think long and hard. Actually, there's a solution. I'm going to go walk up to my friend Augustus and
Yep.
ask him to sniff the Barrett.
Hold up. No. Just ask me to. What?
You're
Ask me to
sniffing
have
the
a
Barrett
look
to
at
see
it.
if it's magical or not, because there's fuckery afoot.
That's what we just. Yeah,
Correct.
that's what we
Dude,
just
that's
said.
what we're doing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna sniff it.
You sniff it, it just seems like a gun.
Seriously, say you use your magical powers.
I
That is-
what I meant.
No,
That's
that's
literally
not
what
the
that-
issue. No, yeah, that's not the issue here. There's no issue. It's just a gun.
Should we, Jack? What's your opinion? Should we just buy the gun?
There's no reason not to.
No.
There's literally no reason. I think this weapon calls
I
for me.
don't want to die because Riley wanted his AK-50, and when he shoots it, the bolt goes back, flies out the back of the gun, and then another bullet flies out the front of the gun, killing all three of us.
We would have to roll it. We would have to roll a D1 for that to happen, Jake. I'm sure if
I
you roll
don't
anything
like
above
those
I
odds.
19,
no, we're
the
not
weapon
buying the
might
gun.
work.
The chances are that the gun is only magical when fired.
Can we, since I'm
We,
sure this
we're-
man has noticed, our entire party is intrigued by the
On
AK-50.
top, no, Riley. And on top of that, I could not be able to tell that it's magical because of the fact that it's binded to you, which is why you're the only one experiencing the attachment.
Then why is it bound? Then why is it affecting me?
Yeah. It's affecting
Is it
Cameron
affecting
as well.
Cameron too?
Yeah,
'cause
you're
Cameron's-
onto it as
Why
well.
do you think I grabbed it?
Cameron didn't. Oh, okay, I very specifically said Cameron didn't notice that the bolt was a completely different weapon's bolt until he looked at it really closely.
Maybe it's just not magical. Maybe it's really just
I had to
Cameron
use the
fucking-
inspect tool. Basically,
well,
hmm.
Can we
Here.
find any other weapon, Josh, that's
Or
not...
are we forced to buy the 50 cal?
No, not at all.
Well, now I want it.
It's just that that's the weapon that keeps popping up. So
I think Josh is pointing us to buy the 50 cal, so I think we should do
I
it.
think...
If it's a friendly canteen situation, I know what to do. And I'll walk him through it.
I think we need to get the Barrett.
Okay. We buy.
How much-
okay. How much is the
How
Barrett?
much for the Barrett?
We don't need
Okay.
to. Oh, please,
do you
no.
not want to inspect the Barrett?
We inspect.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
of course we inspect the Barrett. Yes, I give it the look.
Okay,
over.
Cameron, you take a look at the gun, and you notice that it's
Oh
there's
lord.
something off about this gun too.
Does it have the
Hey.
bolt from a Dragonov?
Hey,
No. Are you going to field strip it to find out?
Yes.
at this point, yeah.
You find that the Barrett has a 22 caliber rifle's bolt.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna
so you
use that
placed
to
an
segue
object.
back
So
to
you placed an
some
object that
research
would fall
I did
through
on
the
Oobleck,
mag
right?
well.
So,
Okay.
so you see, so you see, your best chance to get through Oobleck would be with a caliber like 223 or 22 long rifle.
5.56.
Those would be your two best calibers to try to get through something like Oobleck. The bigger the bullet, the better chance it has of stopping it. Facts.
Okay, so you want high pen. Okay.
You want
Yes,
high
you want
velocity.
fast and
You don't
narrow.
want high pin.
You want
yeah,
velocity.
that's what I
Narrow.
was saying. You want velocity and
Yeah, which is
small.
how you get pen.
Not
Correct.
Pointy and
I
fast
mean,
is how you
Not
get
well. No. Pointy.
It
doesn't
also
need
needs to be
small.
small.
It just needs
Yeah,
to be fast.
it also...
Heavier
yeah,
bullets
this-
actually are better at pinning in some cases.
But
Usually
regardless,
not.
So, are
It's
you
a
saying,
long
Josh?
way to 50 BMG.
Okay, so
Anyway,
Josh, are
can
you
we
saying
move
that
on?
this 50 BMG fires 22 rounds?
Yup.
The bolt would fall through the mag well at
according
this point.
only according to the guy. Only according to the guy. He says it works.
I'm going to ask him if I can take the bolt out of the dragon oven and put it in this, or is that not allowed?
He says these are the products.
What if we buy a boat?
Okay, how about
No.
instead of fiddling with these, you go find a different gun that has the correct
That's not
bolt,
an option
and we buy
anymore.
that.
We are getting the dragon. We are getting the
No.
or the
we're not.
hooking parent.
Here's
Yes,
what we do. I go look for a gun akin to an SKS with a scope or something. Like a very higher end, like kitted out SKS with a scope,
Or a-
basically.
Or
Just
a Mosin would probably be something good to look for, something like a Mosin or a
bolt
Gun.
gun, probably.
something like that. Something
Yeah, we go look for like we
or
go
a
look for, like,
300
An
or a
MK14,
308 or a 338,
A
something like that.
or 417.
I would recommend
Oh, yeah.
not. Well,
that,
I mean,
it's a DMR, kind of.
it depends. Riley, are you looking to hit hard at long ranges, or are you looking to hit pretty hard at medium ranges?
Pretty hard at medium ranges.
Okay, then you're gonna want to look for something more like a marksman rifle.
That's
M14
what I was
or
originally.
17,
Well,
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were.
The
originally
problem is
looking for,
Josh has
but then
just chosen this very time to fuck with us.
the magical barrett
It-
is exactly
it's
what
half
we
me
need.
fucking with you,
It has everything
and,
we
and,
need,
and
guys.
half
It's the
it's
solution
half me
to
fucking
every
with
problem.
you, and half me just rolling for stuff.
God. Okay.
Anyway,
The
is there
magic
anything
barrett.
there that is there anything else there that fits the qualifications we've specified? Not an
Uh,
SKS type,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
with a bigger
Again,
Of
there,
just
there,
the
there, are
ammo.
other, yeah, there are other guns and things. Yeah,
Okay,
Like?
we're gonna look for a DMR then.
yeah. Basically, those sorts of things that you were just talking about there.
Yes, specifically.
necessarily
So do we find
one
a-
one,
we just
but
need to pick one
So-
that's in good quality and of that type, and tell us what it is.
Alright, yeah.
Josh.
okay. So, you Riley, you go and you look for a gun, you pick it up, and you think it looks fine. It's a semi-automatic sort of weapon. You can tell that much. It looks like it comes with a scope. It looks to you to be in good quality.
I will give it to Salem. Let him have the once-over.
Right. I give it a rookie. What do we find out?
Salem, you recognize that for some fucking reason, this man, I don't know, I'm just gonna say to your left, has handed you a weapon that is made out of fucking scrap metal.
I hand it back to this man and ask Riley for the gun that he found.
Josh, did I
That is the
simply
gun
not...
that he found.
Okay, I'm just going to say this now. Wexcott is decently experienced with rifles. Not to the point where he's a fucking gunsmith.
He'd
like,
be able to see a good
Salem,
gun,
but
he just wouldn't be able to assess the quality to the way I could.
Yes.
On top of that, I can't do anything about the worst possible roll.
Okay,
The
I'm just going
worst
to...
possible role shouldn't be that the archer somehow kills himself by shooting himself in the head.
This isn't the archer killing himself by shooting
Anyway.
himself in the head. This is the archer not recognizing where to shoot.
Cameron,
Okay.
find a different gun. Find him a gun. Salem, find him a gun.
Okay. I'd like to do something else now. Please. So, I look
Well,
through...
just get the...
Hopping. He's just bad at... He more or less, I guess what occurred is his just recognition just didn't register for it on the outer edges.
He's 200 years old, and he's a common drinker, I mean...
Yeah, but you're not a perfect dude. To you, the gun looked perfectly fine. Cameron
Alright,
recognized
so
that it's garbage.
Okay, so I bull around, look for a gun that isn't a fucking sewer pipe. That is
Now
pretty
you look
good.
about-
And
You find a gun quite similar to the last one, and it looks to be of good quality.
alright.
If it's quite similar
I,
to the last one, does that mean it's made of scrap metal as well?
Similar in shape.
No, I think that means that this one isn't a sewer pipe made out of broken parts.
Okay. Now,
So
I'm sorry, Cameron, to ask again, just field trip, and if there's
Yeah,
anything wrong, we'll get a new one.
I assess and caress the quality of this gun. Is it sufficient?
It seems mostly fine. There are a couple of questionable, finer parts that can easily be replaced. I don't know, screws and the like.
Okay, so there's some bits, nothing important.
But it's-
Noted.
It's fine
Yeah.
for now.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll
Alright.
be Take it up.
Alright.
Take it up to homeboy.
Yeah.
ask
I bring it up to
pricing.
homeboy.
What
How much
caliber
is
is
gonna
it?
run us?
And what caliber is it?
Weapon caliber. I
Would
don't
you
know.
like me to?
Medium,
Just
big, or large?
give me a standard one.
Okay.
Hold on.
The
Actually,
standard is
This time I don't
wait,
mind.
wait. Hold on.
Oh, I got it to the point where the top of these trees and the horizon match up perfectly. This is weird.
It would probably be 7.62.
We'll go 7.62 by 51 rim, Mosin rounds.
I could have just bought a scope then. I already have a 7.62.
What is your? Well, this
There's a
that's
difference.
probably an AR. Yeah, there's a difference. You don't want to.
Yeah.
You see, Riley.
This is a longer.
There's the
this is a
reason you don't
longer
put
barrel.
300 blackout in your
That's
5.56 AR-15. Bad things happen when you do that.
But this is true. That is correct.
And 7.62 by 51 is a bigger one than 7.62 by 39.
Yeah, much bigger. This is a proper rifle cartridge.
Okay.
Correct.
Nice then. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
also
I'm gonna
going to
get.
pin better.
Because
if it's more powder.
7.62 by 39 wasn't a proper rifle cartridge.
Technically, no.
It's an
Technically, it's an
SMG.
no. Fuck off. Technically, technically, definitionally, it is an intermediate cartridge. In the same sense.
Okay,
the
so
same
okay,
thing,
pause.
5.56.
okay.
Let's
I will.
pause. Continue on.
Alright, this was
Now,
fun. This was fun.
so
but I'm
how much did it cost?
I'm going to go. Yeah. How much is this rifle going to cost? Plus all the grenades.
Um,
We already put that in.
We already did. We already
go
additionalized
to
it.
the
We have
fella.
more people to shop.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Go up to the
How much
fella
for
and he
gun
says,
and
he looks at buy anything else or try to buy anything else. By the way, just this gun.
Is he just cutting out for me?
Yeah.
No,
Or no.
No, he was cutting it for me.
Okay.
Hold
Repeat.
you're good now, Josh.
Oh,
I
am I
think,
good?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just buying the single gun, yes?
And.
Well, it's all concluded together. But how much for the gun and ammo for
Yeah.
that gun?
Again, he says, he says what he said earlier to Cameron. Don't you mercs carry your own ammo?
We need to buy some for this
Gun
rifle.
carrier. Gun, plate carrier, and ammo. Is that what you said, Josh?
No.
Oh.
Like I said,
Well,
don't mercs usually carry their own ammunition? And
Oh.
I am going to respond to him with, well, we don't have this rifle. We need ammo
Yeah, we
for
don't
this
have-
rifle.
No, we don't have that flavor.
He's basically gonna say, oh, well, that's a little tough, fellas. I ain't carrying any ammo I can give away.
Alright then.
Alright,
But
okay,
for the
he doesn't
weapon,
carry scrap, never mind.
the
Actually,
weapon, should be around,
Hold on.
yeah, I'll say 12.50.
Okay.
No. Just for you, 12.49.99.
I like your salesmanship.
Wait, and the plate carrier.
Where's that
Another
included?
plate carrier.
Yeah, bought another plate carrier.
You, I presume.
Do you want
No,
one?
I have a plate
No?
carrier.
Okay,
My character's
Cameron?
had one.
Did Cameron
Yeah,
want one?
yeah, I need one.
Is there anything else you need, Cameron, or is that all you wanted?
I'm trying to think.
It's cool. Here, for now on.
Yeah, here. Alright, yeah. Or actually, hold on real quick. I asked him if he has any, like, optics. Like fucking, like, red dots and shit. I want one for my SMG. Ironsight's bad.
He says, I'll give you forewarning now. All the good quality stuff's long out of stock for attachments for weaponry.
Alrighty then. Thank you for the honesty, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay. Unironically, the rifle that I just got, can a bayonet be affixed to it?
Likely.
Theoretically, a bayonet can be affixed to anything.
That is the answer. Here. Better question. Does it have a ban? Would it?
Sure.
Does
I
it have a
guess.
ban? Does it have a ban?
I would say that
No reason not to.
Okay.
I would say that we should move on from that point, considering he doesn't have ammo for it and can't get it right now.
What do you... Oh,
We can't
ammo,
get
yeah,
ammo.
I guess. I know. Okay. Sorry. Now to
And
end
Jack and
this,
Cameron
'cause I
both still
think
need
we're-
to shop.
Okay.
I just need a plate
Go ahead.
carrier.
I'm done. Yeah. So Jack, that's up to you.
Okay, my turn finally.
Yes.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yes.
I want to buy. Okay, what is the best full Kevlar vest he has?
He says, well, that'd be the one I'm wearing.
I mean, for sale, good sir.
They're all about the same.
I really wish you would have said, well, that would be the one I'm wearing.
You're willing to make an offer.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why
I would like
thought this, but
I would
kinda
like a
thought you
Kevlar
just looked
vest
like
that
a
would
Walmart
stop up
employee this entire time.
to 762 or something similar.
Sorry, I was thrown a little bit off there. The ability to stop 760, you said?
Yeah,
I don't.
Not gonna stop that
you-
Kevlar.
Yeah,
you
it's not.
can. You just need a lot of it.
Yeah, level 4, I
It says,
believe.
And
The heavier,
and,
the heavier
and there
stuff
is
is
Kevlar-based vests that
little
can
scarce.
stop up to like 300 blackout and 400 and like in 338 Lapua and stuff.
And shove your ribs into your heart doing it.
Well, you won't die.
Well,
You
yeah.
very well could. No.
Yeah, but it's better than the bullet going through you.
Possibly.
But, anyway.
Though you'd probably be incapacitated brutally. It would hurt like a motherfucker.
Once
Yeah.
again, better
Yeah.
than through you.
It would be getting Mike Tyson to
better than
wherever
a
it
blown
hit.
up heart.
I want you
Yeah,
to
better than
imagine
the-
I want you to imagine a freight train hitting you in the chest.
I want you to imagine your innards. I want to imagine your innards being painted on the wall 20 feet behind you.
No offense, but if it was a 5.56 round or something like that, or a 7.62, I'd much rather it go through me than shove my chest into my innards.
The problem is if you get hit center mass by 5.56,
Anyway,
it's probably going to get lodged somewhere.
Anyway, Jack, if that's what you want to go for.
Marion wants something he can wear under his suit.
No. He says the heavier stuff's scarce these days.
Mm. But you have plate carriers.
Yeah.
Well,
With no plates.
I'll take one of them.
Alright.
And so you don't have anything that's reinforced Kevlar.
Other than what I have on.
Alright, what's your best vest? 3A?
I kind of lost track of all that
Three?
kind of stuff. I just kind of sell it now.
Well, do you know if you have any 3 vests? Level 3
Probably.
vests? Okay.
What is level 3? That's up to 44 Magnum, right?
Yeah.
3A is a caliber. 3 is not. 3 can stop rifle cartridges. 3A is
Then he
pistol calibers.
Yeah, I doubt he has 3. He probably has 3A.
Yeah.
3A is the most common type of body armor in the whole world, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say I'll just take the plate carrier.
Is that right?
And then
That'd be
well,
575.
hold on, I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
Do you have any decent SMGs here? Or
Small
lighter,
ones?
lighter, more shorter range rifles that fire an intermediate caliber?
This is, yeah, we got some stuff here and there. Go look around.
Okay. Miriam goes and looks around specifically for something that fires 30 carbine. He likes that caliber.
You do find yourself a gun.
Okay.
Would you like the? Do you request the services of Inspector Gadget?
Sure.
Okay. What does Inspector Gat see?
Inspector Gat sees that. Well, I mean, it's a gun.
Hmm. Sewer pipe?
Very specific, thank you.
It's not a sewer pipe, but it's used. It's definitely a little.
I mean-
well, maybe a little too used for some of the parts.
What about something that fires? Okay, I'm gonna widen my search a little bit. Something that fires 357 Magnum and stuff like that, full auto.
Big pistol?
Yeah,
Mass
well,
pistol.
basically, well,
It's punchy.
on the larger
It's in
end.
the
Yeah.
top. It's in the top half, but it's not.
Yeah, that's 9. That's 9.
Yeah.
That's 9
Yeah.
by 33. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, basically, he's gonna go around looking for stuff that is that caliber and above and automatic.
You find a handful of weapons.
Okay.
Grab one, I guess.
Yeah. Grab the best looking one.
Well, the one that looks best to you, you grab. It looks quite nice. It looks better than most of the guns in its same category.
Right. What's Inspector Gat have to say?
Yeah. Inspector Gat.
Inspector Gat, you quite like the look of this one. This one's probably one that'll last a while.
Alright, I give it El Stampo. I walk over to Miriam, say, you found a good one here. This one's mighty fine. I highly recommend it.
Okay, so should we say it fires? Oh no.
What are you asking? Do you want caliber or do you want
I
fire
mean,
rate?
caliber, fire rate isn't that big of an issue. If the fire rate's above 400, I'm good.
This is lol. Okay, so let's see here. Well, considering it is in fact an SMG,
The fire would probably be something around 600.
Yeah.
And
I'm thinking very hard right now because I'm trying to think of something that's less common. Because I don't feel like just saying 9mm because that's boring.
44
Here,
Magnum.
we'll say the equivalent of like I don't know 40 Smith and Wesson, so 10mm.
I'm sorry, 600
Alrighty.
rounds per minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's rather slow.
that's pretty intermediate.
SMG. Yeah, for an SMG that's lower end, they're usually around in like
Yeah, I
the
wouldn't
fucking.
I know this is
Yeah,
not all
that's
comparable,
fine.
but I found out earlier today Phalanx fires 78 second.
Hey, Phalanx, what the fuck is that? Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the anti-missile
Yeah.
gun.
What caliber is that thing again? I don't remember.
Either 20 or 30 mil.
Hmm.
Yeah,
The
I think it's 20.
That is fucking insane.
Brr.
You just think about that.
The Mega Burr.
70 rounds a second of
Anyway, so the gun.
Red Bull cans.
Jack, is it good? Of your, is it of your satisfaction?
Yes, very much so. All right, I'm gonna put that on my
How much does it
tab.
cost?
And then he's also gonna ask if there's any lasers, red dots, grips.
As you said, there's nothing good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I already said
attachments
there were
are,
good attachments.
are out. Yeah.
Okay.
How much for the gun? And ammo.
Yeah, how much for the gun?
If you have any.
Well, I should have ammo.
I don't think this guy carries ammo.
Because
Well,
yeah,
no,
no,
he
he
does
doesn't have
carry
any
ammo.
ammo.
No, he does. He said none of that kind.
Oh, I see.
I did.
doesn't have much
I don't know
ammo,
if I
likely.
said it outright. Yeah, he's just not in stock for that much ammo, especially not ammo that he's willing to give away, as he is one of the people defending this city.
So, yeah, no,
Anyway,
he's not selling
How
ammo.
much for the gun?
How much for the gun? Around about $6.75.
I'll take it. I am the stopping power machine!
Can I buy a $75 flashlight or something? I don't like that number. I don't know, just anything that's like $7. Is there anything that looks useful that we might want to grab at the store?
Oh my
There's a
god,
pretty big
just-
dildo that costs the exact number of money that you need.
that's a pretty number.
5725.
That's a pretty number.
I don't
There's a
want to have to
$75
deal with numbers that low. And if
There's a
something else
$75
to get,
dildo
you'll buy
sitting
it.
very prominently on the shelf waiting for you.
Well, actually, what I was gonna say is there's this very strange black bag behind him.
Actually.
His
Josh,
price tag
we
just
never,
so
no,
happens
no,
to be
wait.
75.
No. What? No. Josh, he was buying cornstarch, which we never put on it.
True.
I just rounded up to 6K for all the cornstarch he bought.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Hey, that's a lot of money for cornstarch.
We're
I'm
buying
buying
it
a
at
lot
pounds.
of corn.
He bought a lot of it.
Oh,
And it's obvious this
like,
town doesn't have
okay, $250 worth of cornstarch.
And a big bottle
Do
of
it.
Jack. How about here?
Cornstarch.
Here.
yes,
Here.
and whiskey.
A fuck ton of cornstarch and a bottle of Jack.
And Cameron, you are the last one to do your shopping, but what do you want?
Platey Boy, which I already said I don't know if I got editioned or not.
It has.
And,
It did.
Not
It should have.
5,000.
65,000. Oh my.
65,000.
No, that already got added according to them.
No, it didn't.
It-
I
Oh.
added Jack's, not his.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
so
added
there's
Jack's.
that.
Most definitely did that, Cameron's.
Yeah.
No, I added in.
We-
I added in Cameron's originally, and then I didn't add anything for Jack's.
They have
Therefore, I
schnapps.
just turned the one I originally had for Cameron into Jack's, and now I'm adding Jack back. I have a brain.
Do they have schnapps?
What of that?
3-pound paperweight between your ears.
Jack, please tell me you get that. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Wait, what?
Does he have schnapps?
You know what he does have? He has a weird bottle of some kind of alcoholic beverage that says the word
Cameron?
savior and schnapps on it.
Oh, yeah. I get it now.
No
Yes.
more. Cameron, is there anything else?
I'm thinking, and I can't think of anything particularly important. So,
Does he
no.
have any better radios? Like that aren't, well, radios? Like comms of any sort? Or how non-advanced is this place?
May not be a lack of advancement, it may just be a lack of resources. He seems to have a good communication device, but it is clearly his.
Let's play a game of blackjack for it.
No.
Actually,
No.
I think we'll leave
I got
it at that
cards.
then, if everybody else is good.
Yeah. I am
Okay, so
sufficiently
that is our grand tally. So we should have 38,500 credits left in our local currency. And by local currency, I mean credits that may or may not work elsewhere.
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, we only like 20,000 credits that were a local variety. The other ones were fine.
Alright. So are we going for those bad ones?
Yeah, well, I forget how much money do we have in general again? Like in that fund that we got last time. What was it? 55k? 55k?
No, we had 45k total, which we just spent 6,500 of.
Okay. I am a record keeper, man.
And then we all have our personal amounts.
Well, yeah, but this is coming out of a group fund. As we decided we were using this for equipment. 38,500. That is what is left of Mun's.
I'm going to look at him, actually, before we leave. I'm going to ask him, you wouldn't happen to have any rocket launchers, would you?
He smiles and says, "Just for me."
Okay, I'm gonna pop back over and say, okay, what about vehicle destroying and or disabling explosives?
Landmines.
No.
He says,
Do you have any fertilizer?
just for the officials?
Okay.
He says, "Just for me."
Only he has the fertilizer.
That the
Only he has
fertilizer
the land-
has is all
He
for
only
himself.
has his fertilizer.
Damn.
Anyway.
Does he have styrofoam?
I think that is a...
We're not making
Riley.
napalm.
What now?
Fine, fine.
No, you're being Irish.
It always has a use.
Okay, I think that we should go do things and progress to the next day. That's about go sleep.
Yeah.
You schlep.
We have gone for 3 hours.
Oh my god.
No, we haven't. We've gone for 2 hours and 21 minutes.
No, Josh is right. We did start at 8, so it's been
It was
almost-
after 8.
My minute counter is off by about 5 minutes, but it's been 3 hours.
Really? I could have sworn it was
Yes.
after 11 for me when we started.
So, let's get to the next day. Let's get established what's going on, and then we can leave the rest for Thursday or Friday whenever we do the filler episode.
We're not gonna...
Well,
I disagree with that, but I don't really get a say. I don't
okay,
guess.
well, regardless
No one said
of
that at all.
this part is going to be the case anyways.
I have to go
Um,
back to my dad's Thursday, which means I'm gonna be on my phone.
And we might do it
If I do
tomorrow.
anything, I do anything.
That's depending.
And I may or may not be busy tomorrow.
Yes,
That's why I was trying to rush you all through this, and not me. That was why.
Part of
Anyway.
the stream time.
So is there any way we could do more tonight?
To be frank, I'm running out of brain power for 2 reasons. I am only so creative, and I'm getting tired. But I
So,
can't. I
nothing.
still do know how to do the setup here. You think?
Apparently there's
Well-
a contest for
Never mind.
good-looking tits, and I think I want, and I think I would like to be a judge.
Join?
Yeah,
I think
I would like to be a judge.
Yeah. Is it a
contest
spectator
of good
sport?
looking what?
Tits.
Well, yeah.
Is it like a beauty pageant for
or may
tits?
I interact?
Yeah.
May I?
Hey guys, let's go
Join
join.
the
Let's
FB
go
dots.
join. Let's all go join, boys.
I would like to interact.
I am an
with
applicant,
specimen.
as I am a connoisseur, deleted.
Jesus. Okay. So the lot of you, where do you go?
I assume to the ship to sleep.
Yeah, ship
Somewhere
to
to
sleep
break
and then
off.
come back in the morning.
Yeah.
That one.
So, 3-hour marker. The lot of you get together.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
you already are together.
Want to specify while we're at the ship, I'm going to make the Ubelect body armor with water and cornstarch.
The lot of you come together. When you come together, to get back home to your boat, your space boat, and you all, maybe with a hint of nervousness, go to sleep. And in the morning, you hear explosives and gunfire.
Oh, lovely. We overslept.
Well, actually, you can see that it's still pretty dark out.
No, they're
We
just rude.
overslept.
Waking up before the rooster see it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Salem walks out of his room completely dressed in full kit, everything at the race, and says, God damn it, I left the military because of shit like this.
Alright. Well, I think we'll leave it off there. With Salem stepping out, saying exactly that.
Salem's about to get sniped.
Hey, you're still in your ship.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't left the ship.
Well,
Well, I mean, I guess.
That's a new one.
Oh.
Oh, god damn it. What is... God... Why am I... Turn it day.
Huh?
I must show you all something. Kidding me. We're
oh
just
my
coming
god,
to me.
that's disgusting. Where?
Yeah, it just turns out that,
Who made
I made
this?
it in Culpepper. Me, I did. I didn't.
It turns out that what?
I made it in Culpepper here. Mr. Bendy boy.
God. We're the most intelligent humans on Earth. You can tell by the fact that we make dick jokes.
Without even realizing it.
Yep.
Oh no. The mental abilities of this group, I swear.
Are
We share
none.
precisely
We have no
5
parallels.
brain cells. We share precisely 5 entire brain cells. And every month one of them dies,
5
and then we get a
Josh.
recycling of 12 at 3
Josh.
years.
Where are you hiding in the fifth?
I have an amoeba, not any brain cells.
Oh, hey, Mel.
There's a reason
How
I
long
am the
you
way
been
I
here?
am.
Rent.
Have you been here long enough to hear us scream about Ubelect gods for the past 3 hours?
Where's
No,
Ubelect
he
armor?
hasn't. He's been here like 10 minutes. He's been here like 10
Anyway.
minutes.
Goodbye, stream. I shall stop including my audio now.
Alrighty. Well, that'll be that. It's alright, I already set it in. Set it into the stream.
None of us are ever getting into
Whacker, faggot,
office.
nigger, Jew, cunt. Yeah.
Also, I wonder which one of us are gonna get on the watch
Right
list
monkey,
first.
dark monkey.
Yeah, which one of us is gonna get on
Yeah.
the national
FBI watch
scoreboard?
list is just a scoreboard, boys. What do you mean?
It's
Hey,
fucking.
Malvius. Oh, shit.
It's 1:59 a.m. I'm watching
that's
the Angry
that.
Birds movie.